Hi, Kenny. Just getting the adjustments done here. Brightening, lightening, zooming, everything we do. So how you doing? How's everybody doing? It is hump day, right? Let's see. Carla, Darla. Hi, Melody. We're going to do a giveaway today. Uh, let's see. Stacks, Tanya, and thanks everybody for being here. So, hi, Shauna. Okay, so this is what we're going to do today. I have a couple of plans. We are going to, we're going to either color this digitally or traditionally. I have a sample. If Laura comes in, if Laura Lou comes in, I did a practice on one of her pages. I can't wait to show it to her if she comes in. I'll show it anyway, but I mean, if I kind of want to see if she comes in. And let's see. Hi, Violet, Susan. So anyway, I did work on a page last night. I stay up a little later than I should have, but I watch. I have a lot of videos that I watch, and so I have plenty of just not I'll say distraction, but things in the background. So I can't always chat. I can't always chat in those videos, but I'm there. Let's see. And I don't know if Xandra did Xandra quit doing Wednesday nights? I know because she's been doing Survivor with me and Janet and Terry, but I don't know if she's changed it permanently. Hi, Mama Four. I don't know if she changed it permanently or not. Let's see. Lurking on the treadmill. Okay, Benny. Good. Awesome. Hi, Jersey. Hi, Holly D. Christina, Nancy. So, oh, you're doing Wednesday night now. Okay. And so, Shauna, is Xandra just on, is it Saturday or Sunday? I know no, Paula's doing Saturday. So she must be doing Sunday. Xandra is, right? So, anyway. Yeah, because on Wednesday nights, Xandra's been with this on Survivor, tweeting, live tweeting. So I knew she wasn't some Wednesdays anyway. Hi, Janet. So okay, I think I should tweet. I haven't tweeted lately about streaming. Let me see. Oh, I had to hang on. Janet, you don't have to answer. You don't have to answer your message, but I'm tweeting you. So I messaged you, Janet. Let's see. So anybody? Hi, Kat. Congratulations, Tanya. What did Tanya? I missed it. I looked down for a minute. And I missed something. Congratulations, Tanya. You can't look away. What happened, Tanya? I looked away. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm sure it'll pop back up. Oh, I bought my coffee there. Got my coffee and my juice. She got a jelly plate. Oh, okay, good. Thanks, Shauna. Yay. Okay, so what else? Oh, yeah, I got a tweet. Okay, hang on. Let me tweet real quick. Coffee and art in the morning live. Let me find I lost my coffee cup a while back because I put so many other emojis there. So if you're joining us for the first time or if you're watching the recording, I always take a few minutes before we do anything to say good morning to everybody. So if you want to get right to the project, just fast forward. And profile. Oops, let's see, go back over here. Okay, so I tweeted. Yeah, I know. I know they are a little creepy. Her mystic, Christin, GloriousInk, Mystic Art Mirrors is the artist. And Melody sent me and for one for a giveaway. So she signed this one is to me. She signed this one. And then she signed this one from Dee Dee and Melody. So yeah. So this is, I want to make sure I put this is in mine. Plus I blocked off a couple of, there's a little bit of boobage on a couple of them. Just saying, if you're offended by a little boobage, this is adult color books. If you're offended by a little boobage, do not put your name in for the giveaway. Just saying. Hi, Gail. Anyway, so I did cover it up for the stream. But just saying, just a warning, an adult color book warning here. Where's Ian? Ian's so awesome about the whole, thing going on with the rules. So, yes, exactly, Jersey. Hi, Christina, Debbie Doodler, Barbara, CB. Oh, my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's the thing, and I don't see Laura here, but I'll show it again if she comes in. So I picked this page out of here, and I did take a picture of it to color it either real. Traditionally, I can either color it traditionally or on my iPad. And now that I got the pencil, so I did play with it. I got the pencil, came in yesterday. It came in early. It came in, it was supposed to be here today. It came in yesterday. Let me get a sip of juice here. So, hi, Christina, and Christine, and Cheshire Cat. I just call Cat. Okay. So anyway, we can color it. I took it out of, my book here. I didn't take it out of the giveaway one. I know, right? So I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'm going to go on my iPad here, my iPad Pro, my early Christmas present from Denise. And so let me go over to Procreate. All right. So y'all knew that I had done, let me show you what I did. I did this one. Oh, wait, let me turn down the lighting. Let me go back over here, and I got to go to the corner. Let's see, how do I get, there we go. Turn down the light on it so it shows up better on camera. Okay, there we go. Got to get used to that. Okay, now let's go to, all right. So this is one of my old Inktober's from a few years ago. I've done Inktober 5 years in a row, faithfully completed 5 years in a row. And this was one of my old Inktober's that I'd played with, just practicing and playing with in Procreate, and I just had my stylus, right? Well, I have since gone back. See all those little white little curly cues? Well, I went back and played with the pencil and did that. Then let me go back to the gallery. And for some of those, if Terry Trouble is watching, Terry, look what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be working back on my old peace slough. Okay, so, oh, wait, let me get the actual picture. Let me get that picture. Hang on. So in Laura's circle portraits, this picture right here, okay, I put it in, I took a picture of it and put it in Procreate. Hi, Terry L. We were talking about you. Are your ears burning? Just saying that you watched Survivor with us. So anyway, Laura's picture here, and if she comes in, I'll show it again. So I went in Procreate and I played in Procreate. Now let me go to the photos because I put it in my photos as a completed one. So here is what I did, all in the iPad. Wait for it. I'm so excited about it. Wait for it. So there we go. I did it all in the iPad. She's got freckles and everything. It's kind of hard to see. There you go. You can kind of see her freckles. And look at the cat fur. Look at the cat fur. So yeah. So I know, I was so excited. So I can't wait to show Laura. See the fur that I did on the edges? I know, it's so nice, isn't it? It was so fun. So I was excited. So I can't wait to show Denise. I haven't showed her this one yet. Yeah, the fur was one of the things. And then of course I put freckles. There's freckles on her shoulder. There's little freckles on her face. And of course, and I did a little technique thing in the background. I used some of the brushes in the background. I use the light flash, but I also use this water thing, this water brush in the background. And I'll tell you what takes the longest. And I know there's tips and tricks that I'll have to learn. Her hair turned out, I did a few extra strands. All these are extra. Those are extra. So I got to get a little bit better at the hair strands. But what takes the longest? Coloring solids when they have to be small. Like when you have to get up in the corners and stuff with the solid color, it takes a while to color solids when you when you're in tight spaces. All the black, that's all colored with the pencil too. All that black. But I think it really turned out pretty good for my first coloring attempt in Procreate. So, but I love the fur, guys. Look at the fur around his ear. Look at that. I love the fur. I just got to say, I just want to pet him. Because for me to do fur like that with color pencil could take a day. It could take me a whole day to do fur like that with color pencil. That furry. So anyway, hi River. Let's see, Benny. I know I'm missing people coming in. Thanks everybody for being here. Well, it's not the very first time I picked up Procreate. I've had it for some years, but I never really did a lot with it. I played with a little bit. Alter a couple pictures like I did. Here, let me go back to like I did Colleen's dog here. I've done a little bit like this with the Procreate on my old iPad with just the stylus. But now that I got the pencil, I can get those details. And the brushes. And when I say brushes, again, guys, at first, when I first heard the term brushes, I was looking at all the brushes when I first got Procreate a few years ago. I said, brushes, well, there's a paintbrush, there's but what they mean is not just the brushes themselves, but let me just go here. But let me use my pencil. The stamps, if you will. We would call them stamping. Yeah. Yes. No, not for the fur, Pacola. I just use I just drew the individual hairs and used the airbrush to soften it on the fur. So I didn't use any of the brushes for the fur. There is one. I don't remember what it's under. There is one here for fur or hair. No, it's not fur, it's hair. And you can import and buy lots more brushes. But what we would consider, just like these little paw prints here, we just touched the iPad with it and it stamped it, okay? But they're called brushes. And when I first got the iPad, Procreate on my old iPad, I didn't know what that really meant. I had to play with it. Back when I first got it, I didn't even have videos to watch. I just played with it. So there's all these. Okay, so here we go. Flowy hair, short hair. So there's different ones, but I didn't use those. The only thing that I used, and I don't even remember what it was on, I used the Luminance, I used the Flare, and then for the, let me go back to it here. And then I used a water brush for this crackly effect in the background. So that crackly effect is one of the brushes. And of course, the flares around it. Is there a trial copy? I don't know, Barbara. It's only $10. Trust me, if you like doing anything like this, it's not hard. There's a learning curve to it. That's why, it's just, there's a learning curve. But what I did with the fur is I drew all the individual hairs that were on the edge. Let me get a pointer. I put the gray, I shadowed it with a blue gray, like not a Payne's gray, slate gray, blue kind of color. So all the shadows are there, right? Put some pink in the ear, but all the rest of the shadows, and I could still like get rid of that line on the nose, soften that out, There's some things that I can still do, but hi, Vicki. I'll tell you, I was getting a little tired last night because, you're really concentrating so hard. So anyway, all the hairs are individually drawn, and then I took the airbrush and softened it. So you could probably see it right up in here a little bit. So anyway, so that's my first full color book page that I did with Procreate with the iPad Pro. So hi, Miss Vicki. How you doing? So I was happy with it. I got a little cartoony with the butterfly on the edges there. I didn't go for a realistic butterfly. I just wanted to get it done, to tell you the truth. I wanted to finish. The bugs were the last thing I did. There's a little bug there, and the butterfly. And I was like, oh my gosh. It took me, oh, thank you, Miss Vicki. Yeah. It took me probably 2.5 hours. It probably took me 2.5 hours. But again, guys, I was having to kind of, hi, Celie. Yeah, I did. Here's Laura's page that I did. Well, let me get, looks like the moon. So this is Laura's page that I did on the iPad. So anyway, it was fun. No, Procreate. I have Procreate on my 7-year-old iPad. Here's the thing, guys. I had to get a new iPad. I can't even update the old one. It won't. It's so old. I can't update the iOS. Therefore, I can't update any apps. So it's 7 years old. I mean, I still can watch video. I can watch YouTube on it, but that's about it, And I could do Procreate, but I can't update anything, or because it's so old, it won't update. So Denise got me this one for Christmas, and she just gave it to me early at Thanksgiving. Hi, Colleen. So yeah, and then I got the pencil in yesterday. So this is what I did last night. While we had let's see, what was it we had on last night? Predator number 3. We watched Predator number 3 was on while I was doing this. Mine is like that. So yeah, there's nothing you can do. I don't think you can do, because it's just like 7 years is old for an iPad or a phone or anything, right? That's old. My phone is a 7P, and I've had it for what have I had that one for? 2 years maybe? And it's, it's getting a little slow. It's still fine. I'm going to wait till the first of the year and then update it. Get a new one. So anyway, I just wanted to show that to you guys, that I love the fur. I love the fur. The hair is all just done with the regular. So you can see the lines there. That's just all penciled. Well, penciled. And this is a 12/9. It's not the newest one. It's still got the home button, which I want, as long as I can. I know a lot of people like the newest one that has facial recognition, but yeah, it's the 12.9 iPad Pro, Miss Vicki. Yeah. So, no, it's not bad. Now, I don't have a case on it yet. If I get a case on it, it'll be heavier. I can't really say how much it is. If you want to know how many pounds it is, look how thin it is. Look how thin it is. I have a case. I bought a case. Well, I'll show you, Vicki. I bought this case before I ordered it. And here's the thing. I ordered it as a 12.9, but look, it's way too small. See? But look, it looks like a composition book. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh. No, I haven't. No, the thing is, Picola, this is the size they say in Amazon. They say this is the one that's supposed to fit the 12.9. And obviously it doesn't. Look, here's the actual size of the inside. Look, that's not going to fit. You see? So, yeah. Oh, and here's the one. Okay, well, I'll show you that in a minute because that was our next project. Yes, I know, but I can't use it. Do one of your girls, Miss Vicki, have iPad? I'm not sure. Let me measure the inside here. Well, let me get a real ruler before Janet screams. You know, she wants to see metal. Okay, so the inside is like just under 8 3/4. It's like 8, just over 8.5. Just over. Oh wait, no, I got to go from here. This is where here. So let's go. All right, it's about 8 1/4, I'd say. So I'm not sure which iPad would fit this. Yeah, Jerry, but it doesn't fit my new iPad. Okay, then this one is, I'd say 10. No, it says it's right on 11, but that's like if you shoved it in and, so 11. So 8.5 by 11, maybe 8.5 by 11. They do, but they have the very first iPad minis. Okay, yeah. See, my old iPad's 7 years old. I can't even update it. That's what I was saying. So anyway, I'll find something to do with it. I mean, I could return it, but that's more trouble than it costs. It wasn't that expensive. I mean, but so anyway, I still haven't got a case for it. So let me go back to right. So again, this is the picture I colored my first Digi color book page. Yeah, it's a nice one, isn't it, Jared? I really wanted to get it because, on what do you call it? New Year's Eve, we're going to start the what do you call it? The composition book project. I know, but in the thing, it told me that fit the 12.9. So, hi, Andrew. Yeah, we have to say that now because we don't want to be accused of attracting children. Okay, so here's what we can do today. We're going to do a giveaway. Thanks for stopping in, Andrew. We're going to do a giveaway. Melody sent us 2 copies of the book. Again, guys, I've done a flip through and I am covering up some boobage. Just saying, if you don't want a color book that has a little boobage, do not be put in for the giveaway. Yes, I did, Aunt. I just photographed it. Yeah, I just took a picture of it, lightened it, and put it in Procreate, Aunt. So I can't wait to show Laura. I hope she comes in. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, thumbs up is nice. Yeah, I usually wait till we get 100 thumbs up to do the giveaway. 100 thumbs up for the giveaway. But I'm going to do it anyway. I always say that, but so anyway, I picked a picture. I picked a kind of simple one out of here, and I picked one with no eyes that you have to that you have to add the eyes yourself, because I thought if you wanted to do Digi, we could do that in Digi. So got one here, and they're both signed. This one's signed to me, and this one is signed to from Dee Dee and Melody, because Melody by Christin. So we'll be giving this away maybe about 10 o'clock and 100 likes. So anyway, thank you, Nanamo, for the saluting the mods. And let's see. So here's the thing. Oh, let me pull that other picture back out here. So again, let me show you the one that I did here that I finished. It's in photos. So here's the one that I colored of Laura's. He's around. Oh, yeah. I have him. It's hump day. Mike. I just forget about him sometimes. So anyway, I really love doing the fur. That was so fun to do the fur. I wanted to make him fur. I mean, I could have just extended that fur like right off the page, but I had so much fun doing the fur. So anyway, thank you, Cat and Paste. So that's Laura's page here. So if you want, I did put this in Procreate, and we can color it digitally if you want. Let me go back to the gallery. Where is it? I thought I put it in here. Oh no, I didn't import it yet. Hang on. Let's see. Import. No. That's not what I want to do. I want to do photo. Photo. Okay. Well, I got a little edge there, which I can just get rid of. When I took the picture, see, look, there's an edge right there. So let me just go ahead and go into. Let me just airbrush that out. Let's see. We'll just get rid of that line, just like that. Just get rid of it. And that little dot right there that I touched my fingernail polish to. Same thing for right down here on the edge. I can see, undo. Right along that edge there. But I'll probably put some color in it anyway. Maybe the eraser might be better. I don't know. Let's go big with the eraser. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all settle down out. Hey, settle down out there. It's not WrestleMania. Okay, so anyway. That's got a little uppity on each other. How to import it? All you have to do is go to, all right, let me go back to my gallery. You just go to photo. See where it says photo? You just go to photo, and then you can go to, it goes to your photos. I have them all in folders. So I have all photos, recent favorites, videos, selfies, live photos, portraits, panorama, bursts, screenshots. I've got them all. And then down here I have my albums. Now I got to say, when I synced my iPad to my old iPad, because my iPad was so old, and I have 4,000 probably almost 5,000 pictures in my phone. They did not all sync to my new iPad. So I don't know if it was because the other iPad wasn't synced up or my phone. I don't know. Anyway, so I got about 1,000 pictures out of my 5,000. But again, if I need a picture, if I need one, I'll just send it from my phone. It's not a big deal. It's like, you email it to yourself. You just email it to yourself. It's not a big deal. And I might be able to resync it and get them back in there, but I don't really care as long as I have them, So let's see. Has her mom voice on? Oh, yes. At the cats. Yes. I put my mom voice on when the cats are fighting. Yeah. Hi, Colleen. Although Malibu's a little smaller than Oliver, she can hold her own. And sometimes she's an instigator. Sometimes she'll just walk by and go, bam, and just keep walking. It's like, oh my gosh. Okay, so just too many things to learn right now. So I brought me a full set. Oh, pan pastels. Love some pan pastels. Well, we can do, you want to do a little pan pastel face here, Debbie Doodler? Now I have to lock the cats out if we get out the pan pastels, because the pan pastel is not cat friendly. Trust me. You know how I know, right? Okay, well, you want to do some pan pastel, and then we'll do some in Procreate too. What do y'all want to do? Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do some. Let's do a little bit in. Let me put my iPad. I don't have a case yet, so I'm a little extra protective of it until I get it in case. Okay, so let me close the door because we don't want the cats in here with the pan pastel. All right, which is going to make them mad. They don't like it, even if they're not in here. They don't like it when I close the door on them. All right, so let's see here. Let's. All right, let me get my cases out here. And all right, so everything I have is pretty much contained. I contain everything in one of these, and then and I have these sitting up, by the way. So they're sitting up. They're only this big when you have, the case. I have a couple of the small cases too, with some of the metallics and stuff in them and the specialties, but I don't use them that much. Just occasionally the frosted ones. Ashley. So I will. All right, let's put. I'm going to put the color books to the side. And the one with the green, this one's mine, just so I can distinguish it from the one that we're going to do the giveaway. Okay. That's signed from, that she signed from me and Melody, but really it's from Melody. Okay. All right. So these, and I do have them out of order. I like to try to keep them in order. Like here, this one's in order. So what they have the tint. This is the actual color here. Okay, this is the actual color. This row should be. A couple of them are mixed up now. But this is the actual color. That's the tint, that's the shade, and that's the extra dark shade. But this is all the same color right there. Okay? Well, I could take the lid off so it's not glary, so you can see. Okay. So this is all the same color. If you talk to me, put it in yeah, they do. Cat. Cheshire Cat goes, cats hate closed doors. Yeah, but Malibu got in the red, yellow, and blue one time, and it was like a month before it got out of her fur. So, yeah. So anyway, this is the original. This is the true color. Well, actually, I think these need to be swapped. Some of these right here are out of order. They're not in their color family. These two are, I think. Well, anyway, so this is the color. That's the tint. That's the shade. And that's the extra dark. Okay. Let me see. What color? Let's see. Maybe I want her to have a little golden, darker golden skin. So let's maybe do that. And maybe that is a shade. So we'll do her face that color. I try to keep, and I know a lot of people do a whole bunch of colors. I try to do a minimum amount. Let me take because you can't see the colors. I try to do a minimum amount of, like for a face. With pencil, I could use, 20 pencils. But with my pan pastels, I try to, maybe I need this, maybe I need that one instead. I'll put both those out because I'm not sure. Those, here's my greens. And then, well, see, look, that one's out of order. And then my neutrals. So when I go to put them up after I'm finished, sometimes I'm lazy and don't look and try to put them in the right spot. See, right there, I did my fingernails this morning, and one of my polish got a little there. So, all right, so let's see. Let's zoom in a little. The blue tray is awesome. I know they're all awesome. All right, so we'll work a little bit on pan pastel, and then we can work a little bit in Digi. Now her eyes. Oh wait, why is all right? Let me straighten up my camera here. There we go. I really picked her specifically because she has no eye pupils, and I wanted to try that in Digi. So, but we'll draw it in. I'll go ahead and put in some pupils, just so I know it kind of freaks people out when they don't have them in there. So I'll just go ahead and put that in with a pen, my Sharpie pen. I'll put some pupils in. How about it? Thank you. I'll put it, and again, I'm not trying to copy Kristin's pupillage. Her pupils are going to be different than what I'm going to do. Oh, whoa, see, look. I got pan pastel on my hand. Gotta be careful. Let's clean that up and get the eraser. So here's my little toolbox here. Where's my kneaded eraser? Oh, here it is. So one of the nice things about pan pastels is you can erase them, and as long as you haven't fixatived them yet. So I don't know where that's coming from. I think it's right there. There it is. Let's try to pick that up there. It must have been on some on the lid. Let me just get that up because I'll be all in that. I'll feel like Malibu walking through it. All right, so you can erase as long as you haven't fixatived it yet. All right. All right, let's get back to our pupils. See, I already added one pupil. Oh, hi, Lulu. If y'all see Laura come in, let me know because I want to show her her page, her book page that I colored digitally. So I'm just going to add some big, nice big pupils here. I'll make the other one a little bigger too. I like that. She looks like she's kind of looking away, right? Hi, G. I missed you the other day, G. I scrubbed through my comments Monday, and I said, oh, G was here, and I didn't see her. Good to see you, G. Okay, sip of juice here. So now she's got some pupils, so people can, you know. All right. Let's see how that tip is. You know, I ordered me some new fine tips. I still have a few left in here, but I ordered me some new tips, and the pointy tips. I still have some of these and these, but I'm getting low on the pointy ones. You do if you do, and this is the soft tool. You do need the made for pan pastel tools, the sponges, the tool sponges. It's not like a makeup sponge. It's not the same. It's not the same. You can lay down pan pastels with other implements, but you're not going to blend it. It won't blend the same. I've tried. It does not blend the same. Okay, so let's just make sure that this is cleaned off. And see, I just put that. This one is one I've torn. Can you see where I torn it? So when you put these on, you got to be careful. Which side's the better side? I think that side. You can turn them over and use the other side. But because I tore this one, when I've tried to put it on, see, it doesn't want to stay on all the way. So you got to be careful when you put these on. These are the delicate ones, but they're the most detailed. All right, why do I have a shadow here somewhere? Let's see, maybe I can move. Whoops. Because I do have my Ian Sassy Pants diffuser. And I think it's just this is making the shadow. There we go. Let's move that. Okay. So this is like, you know, impromptu pastels. So, all right. So I pulled these colors. I want to kind of give her, you know, a darker skin as a base. And I'm not sure. I think these are supposed to be wings, like maybe butterfly wings or feathers in there. I think when I do it digitally, I might turn these into feathers. Like I did the cat fur, we could do featherage. I'm so excited about Digi. I'm just really am. I always have been. I mean, Eileen, every time she does a Digi page, I'm going, oh, I want to learn it. I want to learn it. You know, and I've only played around very slightly with Procreate. And yeah, feathers would be awesome. We'll do the feathers in Procreate. We'll try anyway. I say that. I go, well, let's just do it. Let's just go for it. If it doesn't turn out, then you know what not to do, right? Okay, so I'm going to start with the a skin tone. And again, I like to mix on the sponges. So when somebody goes, well, what color did you use for her face? Well, it's all these colors, but they're mixed on a sponge, right? So let's just see how, maybe I'll add a little bit of golden to that, just a little bit. Am I zoomed in enough for right now for a base? It's really awesome way to marry art and technology. Yeah, I've always loved DigiArt. I have always loved it. It's just that I mean, I've loved it since it's come out. I mean, since as far back as I can remember. But it's a learning curve, and it takes time to do it. But with Procreate and an iPad, you know, it's not like it's not like you're having to um, do it half manually practically. You know, it's so much easier. Yeah, do the feathers and Digi? Yeah, Donna, we'll try. We'll try, you know. I was real happy with the way the fur turned out for my first furage. We'll do my first featherage. Uh-oh. See, look, I laughed and got a little piece of spit. And now I'm gonna have to try to erase that when it or put another yeah, let's see if I can get it to dry. You don't want to talk too much while you're doing pan pastels. You get a little drop of water on the face, or you get TMI. You get a little drop of water on, you know, whether it's, you know, whatever, and you go over it, and it's going to leave a mark. You know, we'll work it out though. We'll work it out. I'll cover up the spit. Don't worry. Right now, I'm just getting a whole base. I'm gonna do all of it. Just a nice flat with those two colors. And these colors are orange tint and orange shade. So that's the same color. Just one is a shade and a tint. And see, like this hair. Now you're gonna hear me talk about it now for a while because it's new to me. So you're just gonna have to, like, you know, deal. Hear me talk about it. The little hair strands. I really want to get good at the hair strands. I could have done more on the hair strands last night, but I was getting tired. I worked on it for over 2 hours, probably 2.5. And Predator number 3 was in the background, and it's like, okay, I'm tired. The whole thing is making me tired now. So, but that picture of Laura's took me about 2.5 hours, I think. A little bit of pausing to think. Yeah, Donna. A little time to think. I don't really want to go too much behind it. I don't even know what's, like, her body's over there or something. I don't know if I want to do, I guess I could. I guess I could do all this as part of her body. Just go right off the edge. But you see how quick you can blend that out with the pan pastels? Even Digi takes longer than that. You know, it's very quick. Get right up in there. And especially, that's why people ask me, what if you're going to start with pan pastels, what would you start with? I said skin tones. Get you a set of light and dark and medium. Get skin tones, because if you like to do coloring, faces and girls or whatever, that's the most of all the things. Because I don't really do landscapes. If I did landscapes, maybe landscapes might be one. That would go fast. The skin tone blending is the quickest. Okay, let's see. Scarlet. Welcome, Scarlet. Scarlet O'Hare. Are you from Georgia? Hi, Eileen. Eileen, do you want to see my first colored digi page? And I did get some pan pastel on here that I need to erase. Hang on. Let me erase that right there. Where'd it go? Oh, what do I do with my eraser? Oh, okay. Eileen knows I have loved her digi forever. Let me get over here. So this is Laura's page, color book page. Yeah, thank you, Pacola. Yes. And also, guys, make sure you have live chat clicked at the top. When we get 100 likes and we do the giveaway, you want to make sure you are in live mode. Not talk chat, but in live chat. Okay. So, Eileen, there's my first colored page. But look, Eileen, I love the cat fur. I can't get over the cat fur. and we have a thing. I think it's a thing in the South. What fur? Cat fur to make kitten breeches. So anyway, look at that fur, Eileen. I love the fur. I was proud of it. And the eyes too. Yeah, I did the eyes. So I guess you can print your. Oh yeah, I'll just print it. I can just print this out, Donna. Yeah. So yeah. Freckles. Freckles on her shoulder. So anyway, that's my first color book page. All right, and again, I don't have a case for this yet, so I gotta kind of take care of it. All right, so now we are working. We're gonna do this one. We're gonna do this one in pan pastels, and then we're gonna do it digitally. Yes, it does. Eileen, that splatter thing in the background. Oh, let me get it back out again. Hang on. I used a brush for that, Eileen. The background. Well, actually, it's two. That's the spotlight or whatever. I forget what it's called. But this crackle, that crackle right there, Eileen. So that's two different brushes. The crackle brush and one of the luminance brushes. Hi, Louise. Okay, lurk away. Lurk in diamond painting. Oh. So I've got a diamond painting I started. I finished that one for Boo, framed it and gave it to her. And I started another one, but I haven't got far. And I think I'm going to give it to Mom if she wants to do it. She may not want to do it. She used to do cross stitch. And so she might like to do it. I'll let her play with it while she's here. Yeah, I love the crackles too. So we'll see if she wants it. Okay, are we focused, guys? I know I'm zoomed in. Okay, I'm trying to go back and forth between, flashing the iPad and lighting this correctly. I know. Eileen goes, this is funny. Eileen, Eileen, our ETEER enabler L, says DigiArt is so fun and no mess to clean up. This coming from the woman that tells Janet what to use on her show that makes the biggest freaking mess you have ever seen. Hi, Jeanette Charbonneau. Okay. So now I don't know. I think I want to, let's go ahead and try this. This might be a little too green. Yeah, I think I'll go with this color. So we're going to be mixing on our little sponge palette here. All right, so let's see. And then what I usually do, guys, is after, I'm going to have to change this tip, I think. It's getting a little worn. I'll go and fixative it outside. So I'm just put a shadow under that. I'm gonna make these into feathers, I think. Let me clean that off so I can blend. And then I put a lot of detail with color pencil. So I do a combo because I can't get some of the details, like say in the eyes and stuff. This almost now, it looks like a suede blanket, doesn't it? I kind of imagined her as, I don't know if it'd be Native American, but of some kind of Indian girl. Good. Oh, well, good, Donna. Good. I'm glad you feel that way. We try. Yes. Oh, I do too, Nana. Janet and Eileen are a hoot. Well, Eileen goes, well, I don't have to clean it up. Oh my gosh. Oh, you ordered more pan pastels, Eileen. That's just because you want to boss Janet around while she's doing them. That's why. I know. But seriously, I don't know any art supply Eileen does not have. All right, tell us, Eileen. Come on, fess up. What and see how it's getting right there on the feather? It's okay because you can erase it out. It's easier just to go like right up to the edge. Although I should be doing this on something because I don't want to be putting my arm through this. So let me get a piece of paper to set this on. Hang on. Let me get a sketchbook. Tear out a piece of sketchbook paper. What? Okay. Seriously, though, did I miss it? What? No oil paints. Okay. Yeah, I used to have oil paints, Eileen. I gave those to Cam because I never used them. And I don't think he uses them either. Is that about the only thing, Eileen, that you don't have? And see, I want to get up there because her hair is going to be, you're going to be able to see through the hair. I think that's right there. This might be another, that's part of that feather right there, I think. Let's erase that out. This piece right there is that feather back here. So you can just erase it. All right. Eileen's birthday is coming up. Her birthday's the 13th. Yeah. Eileen's birthday is December 13th. She doesn't make any secret of it. She uses her birthday in every giveaway. It's always, and we always ask her, why do you always put 13? Because it's her birthday. I don't know that she's ever won. Eileen's going, oh, Eileen, trust me. If we're somebody streaming on your birthday, you will be hearing happy birthday. Don't even try to avoid it, girl. Should we talk about who you babysat for when you were a teenager? Oh my gosh. I don't want to embarrass her too much. We'll leave that to Janet. we'll leave embarrassing Eileen to Janet. Uh, yeah, it is Friday the 13th this year too. Yeah, it is Friday the 13th this year. All right, let's see. Let's go back here. Let's add a little bit more of the, and this color, what did I say it was? Red iron oxide shade. So I'm just adding that with my orange tint. Oh, you'll stream on her birthday? Oh my gosh. So sweet Robert can call her precious again. Oh, Janet. Uh, oh. Y'all are so funny. Okay, let's get a little bit done here. Let me put some. All right, so as soon as we get to 100, we're at 82 thumbs up, guys. We get to 100 thumbs up and 10 o'clock, whichever comes first. Well, no, we'll do it at 10 o'clock because I don't want to stop doing this right now to do a giveaway. But we're going to, if y'all missed it, Melody sent us 2 copies of this book, one for me to work in and one for a giveaway. And I give away a book the first Wednesday of the month, which that is today. And I am going to the post office today. So here's the deal, guys. I'm going to the post office today. So if whoever wins, if you give me your address right away, it'll go out today. But you need to get it to me right away because as soon as I get done streaming, I'm going to the post office because I have some other things to mail. So yeah, if you give me your address right away, and again, guys, if you don't feel comfortable giving me your address, which I never give your addresses out to anyone, not even the mods. I don't even share your addresses with the mods. As long as if you give me your address and I won't share it. And if you don't feel comfortable giving me your address, then don't be in the giveaways because that's the only way I can give it to you. So we're just shading it. Is in the Eastern time zone. Yeah. Yeah. It is 9:30 here. Yeah. Eastern time. Yeah. I'm in right out of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm actually close to where they film Walking Dead. Fairly close, depending on where they're filming. Sometimes they film like less than a mile from my house. Sometimes they film down in Sonoa. I don't know what they do really much now because I don't keep up with them like I used to. But they still film, and they close roads, and they say stuff like "road closed for mowing." They're not mowing; they're filming. Let's see. I have a. Okay, so there we go. Got a little base. So now let's put. Let's just get some nice dark lips. See, this is where I'm going to have to really get in here with the pencil because the tool's just not that small. It's small, but it's not small enough for eyes and stuff like that. So we'll get in there with pencil. My sister lives outside of Atlanta. Right, there we go. Little color. All right, now I'm going to clean off the tool here. I just cleaned it off on a paper towel, and I'm not changing colors. I just want to get the excess pastel off the tool so I can blend. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna have to let me swap that tool out. It's got a little bit worn out. Let's see. Here's one. Has some blue on it, but I will wipe the blue off. So when you put the sponges on, you just gotta be real careful putting them on, because especially these pointy ones, they're real thin and you can tear them really easily. So be careful when you put those on. And I'm going to clean that one off. It has a little blue on it. Can you? No, Debbie. You can use other things. I've heard people trying to use, the different kind of brushes and things, but nothing. I'm being honest, guys. Nothing works like the Pan Pastel soft SOFFT material. It's not. It's just not the same. Q-tips, makeup wedges, makeup brushes. It just doesn't blend. You can use it, but it's not going to blend the same. It just doesn't. Okay, so now I'm going to soften. Oh, still a little blue on there. Let's clean that off a little more. I mean, and they're not that expensive, really. I mean, you can get a pack. I think I ordered a new pack of these for $4, $5 off of Amazon for, I think there's 10 in a pack. It's so worth it, guys. It's so worth it to get the right sponge, the soft tool, the soft, and it's all the same stuff. The sponges, the wedges, the little pack. It's just so worth it to get the right thing. And once you got the handles, there's different shapes. Once you have the handles, where's the round one? This one. You don't need to ever get a new handle unless you just don't want to clean your things and switch them, But you want this material if you're going to do it. And I would recommend getting one of the sponges, at least one. I can do the blues, greens, the cool colors on one side and the other, the skin tones on the other. And I use it as a palette to blend with. And even though I am making a little bit of a mess, I should probably put that on. Should put that on the paper towel. And yeah, and the tray. Get a tray. Yeah, and the trays come in two sizes. The big one, which holds is it 10, 10, 20, and then the small trays like this, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. So you get the small trays like this, the large trays that hold 20. Depending on how many you got or buy or collect. Yeah, I set them up on edge to store them. And you can also, guys, if you don't want to do that, this to me seems way too much trouble, but like you could have all the skin tones if you want, they all screw together. You can screw them all together and make a stack, but then you can't really see the colors. If you have all the blues in one, the greens in another. I don't clean the palette sponges at all. Donna, I don't clean them. They say you can wash them. I wear these out. I wear these out before I ever need. You can clean them. Just wipe them off on a paper towel to clean them. And I never clean these. I just keep rolling with a new place I have 2 of them. I just keep rolling with a new place to blend on. Yeah. But supposedly you can wash them, but I never do. Okay, little sister Cheryl. All right, let's see. We're at 91 thumbs up, guys. Get up to 100. We'll do our giveaway or 10 at 10 o'clock. So I don't know. It just makes it a little challenge. Okay, so I think I will also want to, let's go ahead and put a little bit of highlights here while I'm thinking of it. with the, and this is just a plain old kneaded eraser. And I use this. I use a kneaded eraser. I use the electric eraser, which is really just a battery operated. I have two different ones, but just a battery operated. Okay. So I'm just putting some highlights in. Yeah, I like this skin tone too. I like doing different color girls' skin. Well, guys too, but it's usually we're usually doing girls. Right around the eyebrow. That one's covered up, so you won't see that. And after I do the skin, I make sure everything's cleaned up, that there's no, loose, pigment anywhere that I don't want it. That right there is not going to come off. That's my fingernail polish from this morning. My nails weren't quite dry and I touched it. And then I'll go spray it with, and I just use Grumbacher. I have the other fixative, and Kenny bought me the mister and everything. I just haven't got used to that. I'm always misting it wrong, but I'll get used to it, Kenny. So in the meantime, I go outside and I would spray regardless of whether it's indoor safe or not. I still go out on the porch and spray. Oh, hi, Annie. Hi, sis-in-law Annie. All right, let's keep, let's see, what else do I want to do? Let's do a little highlight on our cheek. I say highlight, all I'm doing is erasing. This is the same way I did it on Digi. If I wanted a highlight or something after I colored solid color, I would just use the eraser and go in and erase out highlights. And that needs to be a little bit more smoother. And then the airbrush smooths it out. The airbrush tool. Kenny. Oh, well, I hope she's having fun. Is she visiting? Do y'all live close, Nanamo, where that y'all get to see each other often? I have a question. If you are done using the pans, can you put a coat of matte medium over it? How would you do that without smearing it? I don't know. I've seen some of you girls, like Janet the other day, Eileen. She used, I don't know if she used matte medium. She used acrylic paint and the jelly plate and the pan pastels. Well, let's do a test. Let's do a quick test. Hang on. We're going to test now because of Eileen. Y'all can blame it on her. Let's just, let's see what happens. Let's put some color down and let's put some matte medium over it and see if it moves. The thing is if it moves at all, you're not going to want to do it. Put matte medium over it because you're going to be smearing it everywhere, right? Now, are you talking being very careful? Here, let's do something else here. Are you talking about being very careful, Eileen, and painting it on? Or are you talking about just going for it? You'll have a chance to test it. Or are you just talking about painting it on? Or are you just talking about, let's make sure, I want to try to keep it in the shape so I can see if it moves. Right. Or are you just talking about either or, Eileen? Okay, let's make sure it's rubbed in well. Okay. All right, let me get out my matte medium. Careful now. Yeah. And I use golden matte medium. They changed the bottles now, just so you know. This is, golden matte medium is what I use for my gluing and collage, my mixed media work. I don't use Mod Podge. This is all I use. I mean, I'll use the tacky glue or something like that, but this is my overall coverage glue, matte medium, golden. And now they've changed, this is what the jar looks like now. So it's the same stuff, but they updated it to this look. but it's matte medium. It's not gel medium. It's not heavy medium. It's just plain old matte medium. All right. All right. So, and I put a baggie over the lid so I don't glue the lid together. And I keep all my glue brushes in water. So let me get a smaller one here. I've got a smaller one here somewhere. There we go. And a baby wipe. Okay, so let's see what happens, Eileen. Let's see what happens. Oh yes, I love my goldens. Ever since I look how crusty. Look at all that on there, guys. All that crusty bit, but it doesn't. The lids don't stick. Let's see what happens. Look, it does move. Look, I'm moving it. You may not be able to see it much, but it's moving. It moves, baby. It moves. So there you go. Now you know. there's our task. That's all we needed to know. So I just put the baggie on, then put the lid on top. So you don't know how easy it is to glue a lid to this bottle. You're welcome. Yeah, it moves. All right, so let's us move. Let me get another piece of paper. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. Eileen's making me work today. All right. You're welcome. So anyway, I spray it with I'll show you the two things here in case anybody wants to know what. So I use a Grumbacher Final Fixative. You can get you can get workable Fixative, but when I want something, I want it final. When I spray it, I want to know I've sprayed it. I don't want to work it. I want it sprayed. And plus this smells a little bit less than the workable. I don't know why, but it does. Yes, they sent me more than one case, Eileen. The first time I think they sent me two. Yeah. So anyway, that was some years ago. I don't know if they still have the artist program. They may. I should look into it. I love my Golden's matte medium. Yeah. The Spectra Fix it comes in a pump. Don't try to use it with the pump. I tried that. I had splatters. You really can't use it with the pump. So Kenny sent me the mister. So this is full now. And what you do, at first I used it, I thought you had to pump this too. So I'm pumping it and it's going, well, no, you don't do that. You hold it down I think it's made for it's salon stuff, you know. You hold it down, one pump, and it goes just like that. One pull. But I'm still not used to getting that pull to cover. And then I have to do a whole bunch, and I'm just not good at it yet. But I have it. So here's what I do, Debbie. If I will, depending on how much what I'm doing with the pan pastel versus the pencil, if I can get all the skin and the hair, whatever, all based in, and all that I want to do with the pastel, I spray it one time, and then I work in it with pencil. I don't spray the pencil. The pencil's not going to move, so you don't need to respray it. Now, if you did some skin and hair and pencil and more pastel, you have to set the pastel, so you'll have to spray it a second time. Okay. You just have to make sure that the last time you use the pastels, you spray it. Okay. Usually I end up spraying it just once because I really get as much pastel done on this first pass. I go out and spray it, and the rest is done with just done with pencil. So yeah, the workable fixative smells stronger to me, Eileen. I don't know why. It does. All right, let me go back here now, and Get a little more dark in. And then we'll try some digi on it. You know, at least try the feathers or something. You know, we'll do a little bit of testing with it. And so you can get up in nooks and crannies because you can erase it. But you do need to erase it before you fixative it. Yeah, I spray outside too, but the lingering odor of it, Eileen, that's why the lingering odor of it, you know, even though you spray out, so you can still kind of smell it some. I just don't like fixative. I never have. I have some art pieces. Now, I haven't sniffed them lately. They're in my closet, the art closet from when I was a teenager. And it was probably in art, you know, art class or something when I was a teenager. So I couldn't even swear to what kind we used in art, you know, but some of that I can still smell. Has like a lingering odor, a lingering odor of fixative. I'm going to blend this out a little here. And then get in there with the eraser. Thanks, Natalie. It's coming along. Most of would call your art closet. Well, it's not good art. It's old art. I did bring it out a few years ago, probably the first year I streamed. So that would have been like 9 years ago. I did bring out some old pieces. Now they're not on YouTube. This is before I uploaded to YouTube. I've only been uploading to YouTube for 5 years. But I streamed for 4 years before that. And so those streams are not on YouTube. But I did bring out some old art at one point. When I say old art, you know, I'm talking long time, 50-year-old art, 40, 50-year-old art. Happy hump day to you too, Kalura. Thanks for posting your picture that you got your the envelopes. I hope Kimberly 557 gets her frog. She didn't get the first one, so we did her a second one. I hope she gets that frog. I haven't heard from her or heard her say. Hopefully she gets her second frog. I'm just sitting here cleaning my eraser while we're looking at chat. Yeah, Kalura got the seahorse. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Kalura, I've been working on I got my new iPad Pro and I've been doing coloring digitally. And here, I'll show you. Hang on. I colored one of Laura Lou, one of her circle journal pages. This is the original here. And let me go over here to photos. Here's what I did. This is all done with the iPencil. But I got again I love the fur. Come on, baby. Open. There we go. I like the fur. So yeah, that was my first page that I colored with Digi. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you. Let's see what else do we want to do on her. I want her to have black hair. So let's get some blue gray and some black. Let's see. Oh, I'm thinking I'm liking this blue. Let's go with this blue. Okay, I'm trying to get the lid open here. So these are phthalo blue, extra dark, and Payne's gray. Those are the two grays I'm going to put on her hair. which I need black. Where's black? I think I'll go with the, what's that black called? Oh, you know, that too many piles here. The shimmery black. This is in my smaller case. The if you're going to get any of the pearl shimmer colors, this is the one I would recommend. It's the pearl medium black fine. Can you all see? There we go. Look at that. That's the one. If I had to only get one shimmer color, this would be it. All right, so let's go ahead and start. I'm just going to start with just the black at start. I'm going to kind of, and I don't care if it goes, see those little beads there? You can erase those out. It's easier to just go over those beads and to try to, you know, pin shade around them, because you can just erase them. So I'm just going to start with just black, and then I'll put in the blue for highlights and the gray. And the strands, I'll do that with pencil. Hi, Gaga Toots. When I first bought pans, they were $2 each. Yeah, they run about, I think they're about $6 to $7 each, and you can get them on sale and stuff. But the thing is, and Eileen, I'm sure you can swear to this because I know you don't use them that much, but you'll never run out. They will not run out. I mean, unless you're doing mural size work. I'm going to turn this sideways just so I can get up in here. You are not going to run out. Oh, and I think that and that's going to be your hair too. A Cope, they're about the same price as a Copic, and you have to buy replacement, you know, even refills for Copics. These are not going to run out, guys. I'm telling you, buy these, you're going to have them forever. They're so pigmented. You're not going to run out. It's just a good investment if you want a lot of pigment, you know, that's going to last you for a long, long time. All right, so first I'm going to get the color in here. Let's get down and right in here. And normally I would be turning this to make it easier on myself to get into little tight spots, but I try to keep it in frame for you. All right, so let me show you a couple things now. I think I want a little bit more right in there. It's a little thicker right there. Hi, Sue. If you don't leave them, if you don't use them, you never will. All right, now I'm going to go in. Let's see here. I'm going to go in with the Phthalo Blue Extra Dark. Let's see if this is going to be light enough to add some color in there. You may not be able to see it. I can see it, hopefully. I probably could have almost started with this color. And some of that, again, I'll have to get in there with pencil. All right, what time is it? Oh, it's 10 o'clock, and we have 103 thumbs up. Okay. Let's see. We got Eileen and Janet, I think, and Picola. I think Picola's still here. I thought I saw her earlier to do a giveaway. Y'all ready to herd cats? Didn't I see Picola? She's not talking much if she's here. I thought I saw her. Yeah, there she is. I thought I saw you, Picola. I just haven't seen you talking much. I thought I saw you go, put it in caps if you're talking to Dee Dee, and that was the only thing I saw. That was the only thing I saw. Okay, so there we go. Stop for a second. Well, let me show you one more thing. Well, actually, two things. So I want to add some like gray to it, some blue gray, like Payne's gray. So what I'm going to do is you can go in here and like flatten you out a section of eraser and then just like pick out highlights like that. But then every time you do that, you've got to clean it because you're picking up pigment. And if you just try to do it over and over, you're just going to be moving pigment and you're trying to pick up pigment. So you can put your highlights in there like that, but you got to keep cleaning and cleaning your eraser. Okay. And then in some of these areas here where I'm doing this, on the edges of that, I'm going to put that gray, Payne's gray. Okay. So let's just pick out a few highlights here. And you want to do this before you spray it, because once you spray it, you're not going to get it back. You can't get the paper back. Okay, so let me tell you how the giveaway works. When I type in go, don't do it till I type it in. Put in one number between 1 and 100, one number only. If you put in more than one number, the mods will disqualify you. One number only, the closest without going over to the random.org that I will get on my phone here in a minute, is going to get a copy of this book that Miss Melody gave us. So y'all make sure and thank Miss Melody if you win. I will need your address to right away if you want me to mail it today, because as soon as the stream is over, I'm going to the post office. So if you want me to mail it today as opposed to Saturday or maybe even next week, then send me your address right away if you win. Make sure you are in live chat at the top. Live chat, not top chat, because you won't see all the chat. If you are in top chat, a lot of people go, I didn't see my number and I had to put it on. And you were in top chat, not live chat. So make sure you are in live chat mode. One number only. The closest without going over is going to get a copy of, where's the copy? Of the adult coloring book, Beautiful Creatures. One other clarification. Is this my copy? No, let me get my, where's my copy? One other clarification. There's a couple of ones that have a little boobage. I put Post-its over it in here. So if you don't want to see any boobage, don't go in for the giveaway. Just saying. Don't email me when you get it and say, "Oh, my daughter looked at it." Don't do that. Just saying. Hi, Devin. Okay, so let's see. Let me bring up random.org. I like to give away a book on the first Wednesday of every month, and usually more than that. But okay, so I got random.org. There's no numbers in there. I mean, no result yet, but it's between 1 and 100. I'll generate a number after everybody puts in a number. Okay, one number only. And when I type in stop, then that is the end of it. Okay. All right. So hang on, guys. Remember, one number only. Go. I typed in go. So now you can put in a number. One number between 1 and 100. Okay. So I'll give everybody a minute. Give everybody a minute on that. Okay, so I think I need a little bit of light in here. Otherwise, this is going to look like some kind of clothing, still might, as opposed to skin. I don't know. I guess it could be either one. I'll just leave it as it is. It could be either one. It could be clothes. It could be skin, whichever. It almost looks like she has a blanket wrapped real tight up around her neck because of the color. It looks like suede, you know. But all right. So I think while we're waiting on that for a minute, let me clean off my tool here and go in here with a little bit of the gray and just put a little bit of highlight in there. And I might go back in with the eraser again, right in there. So right on the edge of between the where I erased and the dark blue, I'm just adding a little bit of the Payne's gray. And then what I'll do is those little jewel dots, I'll erase that with my eraser. All right, I'm going to count down. Get them in. Get them in. I'm going to count down, and then I'll put in stop, and then that's all that counts. Okay? All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. All right. So again, we're at random.org between 1 and 100. And here we go. Closest without going over. 80. The closest to 80 without going over. Okay. So let me get a pen and stuff. So thanks again, Miss Melody, for giving us an extra, giving me a copy and a copy of, where's my Sharpie here somewhere? Giving us an extra copy for a giveaway. Okay, so the number is 80. Closest without going over. And I wait for my mods, the couple of mods, to tell me who it was. I know, Natalie, right? Melody is so sweet and generous. And y'all keep her in your prayers because of her health issues. She's probably going to be embarrassed, but all right. Jennifer Dalton had 79. And it's the first person too. So if there's 10 people with 79, it's the first person. All right. So it's Jennifer Dalton. Okay. Jennifer Dalton. Congratulations. Here is my email. If you wanted to go out today, email me like right now, Jennifer, if you wanted to go out today. Because after the stream, I will pack it up. I will pack up the book. Let me get it over here. I will pack it up. Let me make sure this is your copy. Nope, that's my copy. Okay. Well, let me not cover up her face. There we go. And I'll put it in the mail today. Hi, Scoobs. Okay, so email me right now and I'll get it in the mail today. Otherwise, it might not be till next week. I try to only make one run to the post office a week. Sometimes it ends up being 2, but I try to make it 1. Okay? Oh, so glad, Jennifer. So glad you're happy. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, and thank you again, Melody, for giving us an extra copy. Yeah. Oh, she's so excited. I'm glad you're excited, Jennifer. No, I'm not going to Chick-fil-A today. I told you I'm being good, Janet, on my food and my not jogging, walking. I don't jog, I walk. So I've been walking a mile a day and 10,000 steps and cutting back. So, there won't be any Chick-fil-A. And I'm only getting 1 slice of pizza a week. 1 slice of pizza a week, Janet, so you won't be so jello of my pie 5 pizza. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, thank you, dear. Oh, you're welcome, Jennifer. Oh, so happy you're happy. Oh my gosh. No, I'm really not torturing myself because I'm eating a lot of good stuff, Janet. I'm really just eating better stuff. Let's put it that way. You know, uh, I still get my pizza once a week. That's okay. I could walk to, and I could. Chick-fil-A is 3 miles away. I could walk to it. I could walk to Chick-fil-A and then get. Okay. All right. So there we go. Hey, if I could do it over Thanksgiving, I could do it anytime, right? That would be your plan, Janet. So yeah, I've been walking every damn mile. I'm on the elliptical a couple times. I mean, I'm not, I can lose a couple pounds, guys. I'm not really, it's more about eating healthy than anything and getting up because I sit here all day. I don't, I used to walk, and Hubster, like I said, he walks at 4:30 in the morning. I don't do 4:30 in the. I mean, I'm awake. It can be awake, but I'm not walking. I'm not walking in the dark with the opossums out there and the raccoons and the foxes that run across his path at 4:30 in the morning in the dark. I ain't doing it. Plus, it's cold now. I already have to bundle up. It was in the 40s yesterday, I think. So I don't know what it is today. I haven't been out. I haven't been outside yet. Let's see what the temperature is. It is right now. It's 45. It's sunny. It's 45 and sunny. As long as it's not too windy, you can take the cold. You can bundle up as long as it's not the wind. So anyway, all right. Let's get back to this. So thanks everybody for stopping by, giving me thumbs up, and I'm glad y'all like the giveaways, and congratulations, Jennifer. I'm so glad you're happy. Okay, Kalora, thank you. You too. Kids. All right, so let's see. And I wish Laura Lou would come in. I want to show her that I did her page. Laura Lou, that's what I call her. Hi, Judy. Oh, I don't eat breakfast. That's another thing. I don't eat breakfast, so and I don't really get hungry until like lunch. I never eat. I don't eat breakfast. So I only before I was only eating really one. Hubster and I only eat one main meal a day. Although he likes his breakfast, but other than that, we just have one main meal a day. So it's not like I'm having to cut back. It's just more. It's more replacing foods. It's more replacing. Eating better foods rather than it's not like a diet. It's more you watch your calories, but as long as you watch your calories, you eat healthier. It's all it is. Eating healthier. Someone just asked my Google Home what ridiculous meant. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got some blue in her hair. Now, this is what I was going to show you. So taking my electric eraser, again, battery powered. Let's make sure it's clean. And I have another one too. Where's the smaller one? Where's my smaller? Yeah, I don't know where I did with it. Is it in here? I don't know where it is. Okay, we'll just go with this. I always lose that smaller one. Over there? No. I have 4 trays in front of me, and it's not in any of those. Okay, so I'm just going to go in there. And you can erase out things like jewelry. See? So you don't have to worry about trying to go around. Bye, Shelly. You don't have to worry about trying to pan pastel around it. Because pencil, I can get around it with pencil easy. But pan pastel, to try to go around all these little circles like that, it's kind of, could be a little tricky. All right. plus now she's got these, like, I don't know if they're tattoos. Here's my black pen, but I want them to stand out. Let's get the erasure crumbs off of there. Again, you can erase things as long as you haven't sprayed it. All right, so she has one here. She has one here. One here. And then her lip line and her smile here, I want that to stand out. Her nostrils, anything you want to stay really black, especially after you've gone over it with pan pastel, you'll have to go back in there. Like her eyeliner and her eyelashes. Now, don't try to do the eyelashes until you've finished with all the skin, because otherwise you don't want to try to have to paint around those eyelashes. Okay. So, see how it looks so far? This brightened my day. Oh, you had a rough week. I said, oh, well, it was meant for you to have it, Jennifer. Yeah, it was meant for you to have it. I'm glad that you won. Okay, let's see. Let me make sure. I'm going to go and spray it shortly, because as soon as I get I've got a little bit. Hang on, let me get another tool. Let me get this one. We got a little gray on her face there. Let's smooth that out. Right along her hairline there. And her lip color there, just a little. I'll do more detail with pencil. This is like the base, right? I got to think about the feathers. Do I want them like a blue? I don't want them the same colors as her hair. Let me look at my colors here. I don't know if I want red. I don't know. Y'all have a suggestion for the feather color? Purple? What color feathers would y'all think would be good? I mean, I don't care. I'm open. As long as it's not this Payne's gray color. Yeah, I'm going to make them feathers, especially if we do the digi. I'm going to play with them in the digi, the feathers in the digi. Oh, Laura! Laura's here. Okay, wait. Rabbit trail. Laura, we're going to do a digi. Okay, so you know I got a new iPad, right? All right, hang on. So to test, no, Siri, I don't need you. To test doing digital coloring, Laura, I'm so excited to show you. I've been waiting for you to get here. Okay, so here's your page out of your book. If y'all missed it, where's her book? This is Laura's book, Circle Portraits. Okay, that's Laura Rafferty. I call her Laura Lou. That's her. Whoops. This is her page. All right, wait for it, Laura. Wait for it. My first Digi iPad Pro with the pencil color book page. Bam! So there's that's my first one to do digital. I love the fur. Look at the fur. Well, the eyes too, but I love the fur. So I'll have to print one out and send it to you, Laura. I'll have to print one out and send it to you. So I was so happy with it. My first, and see, these are different brushes in the background. Yeah, the couple of that's considered water and I think the other ones, I forget if it's called flash. I don't know. Anyway, those shapes right there. Those are a brush. And then right there too, I did a big flare, right? Oh, flare, I think it is. You like it? Oh, good. I'm so happy. I had so much fun doing it. It took me about 2.5 hours, but that's because, I was having to learn. I put freckles, having to learn, how to do it too. But I could email it to her. I could email it to her too. Yeah. But yeah, it was flare. No, the other's not glimmer. This was water. Let me see. I'll tell you exactly. This is in my photos. Let me go over to Procreate. And see, here's the one from today. If we decide to do some testing today. Okay, that one. Let me see here. Let me go. Oh, wait. I got to have something here to go to it. Let me go to brushes. Yeah, that one was flare. The other one was, I just don't remember which one it was in. It was water or something. No, it wasn't underwater. It wasn't in the water brushes, but I think it was called, let me see. I'll find it. Oh, I'm looking at this. Well, let's look at it. No, it's like a crackle. Let's see. Hang on. Why can't I find it? It just looks like that, just exactly like that. It's a crackle. I'm not finding it. It was a crackle, like. And I thought it was called water. Was it under the brush? Yes, the brush library. It wasn't concrete. Well, I don't know, guys. I'm not finding it now. It wasn't oceans. I know I'm probably missing somebody in chat going, it's this one. It's this one. I'm not finding it. Sorry, guys. I don't know. Fresco? No. It was close to that. It's close to fresco. I don't know, guys. I don't know. See, I'm a newbie. I'm a newbie. So anyway, elements, water. Elements. Okay, let's go to elements. Oh, there it is right there. It's just because it was blue. Look, there it is right there. Well, I can't expand that, but that's it right there. Yeah. Thank you, Anne. Elements, water. That's it right there. That crackly look. I guess because I had the blue on it. I go, oh, that one's not there. But anyway, yeah, that's it right there. Water. Elements, water. Okay. So anyway, I told you I'm new at it, guys. I'm new at it. All right, let's move this out of the way now. I got to keep until I get a case on my iPad. I'm trying to be extra careful with it because the case I bought didn't fit. All right, so let's go back to our girl here. I'm gonna have to go out and spray her in a minute. Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm gonna go out and spray her in a minute, and then we will do some pencil. I really, oh no, we haven't decided on the feather color. Did anybody pick a color? Do we want purple? Do we want purple? Oh, let me take the lid off. Purple feathers. That would be kind of pretty, I think, with her dark skin. Purple and lilac. These colors here. What do y'all think? Well, Procreate, Eileen, it's only $10. Trust me. You don't have it. You don't have Procreate, Eileen. Oh my gosh, with all the supplies you have and all the digi you do, you don't have Procreate. Tell me you're kidding. Where did you order the composition looking on Amazon, Joan? But it was deceptive because it said, in case y'all missed it, it said that it was made for 12.9. It's a composition book iPad cover. Look, but this does not fit my iPad 12.9. It's too small. So yeah. Are y'all liking the purple idea? Okay. So we'll do a couple shades of purple. Let's go with lilac. Let's go with these two. We'll go with the shade and the tint. All right. Okay. And where's my sponge? Let's go right here. Well, I'll start with the darkest. So what I want to do is I'm imagining this as a feather. I'm going to put the lines in it and stuff. Oops. So I'm going to start with the very darkest. Just kind of like a feather is. You know, it's darker at the spine, if you will. What do you use, Eileen, to do all your digi work? You on a computer? What with Photoshop? I don't know what the 10.2 size is, Joan. I don't know. I think I measured it earlier. It was about 8.5 by 11 inside. The inside of the case, the hole was like 8.5 by 11. Okay, Nanamo, thanks for stopping in. But when I looked on Amazon, that size, they said that was for the 12.9. It's not. I'm not sure which iPad or which tablet, because it's not necessarily for an iPad. It's a tablet case, right? I just wanted it because it's the composition book, and we're going to be doing the composition book project on New Year's. And again, I'm going right over the jewelry. I'll erase that out. I want it really dark right there. So anyway, my first one, Laura, was your page. There are different size cases for 12.9 depending on which 12.9 generation. Okay. Well, that one did not fit mine. It did not fit my 12.9 iPad Pro Picola. And I tried to be really careful in selecting the right size, but apparently I wasn't careful enough. All right. So there's a start. Yeah, but that's where I got it on Amazon. All right, now I'm going to go with the lightest. That's not even going to be light enough. I'm going to have a place here to mix some white in there. The lightest lavender is not going to be light enough. I'll have to probably, that's gray. Hang on, where's the white? Where are you, white? Oh, there it is. I want lavender and the white. I'm just going to have to use my eraser for the whitest white like I usually do. I think I've got enough color just on my tip here. So what I'm trying to do is just get some color on the feathers, and then I want to pin in the rest. All right, let's get some color in, and then I'll erase out my highlights. There are okay. Said that Apple Pencil is. I got mine on sale, Eileen. I think mine it was marked down to, and this is first generation pencil. There's only two pencils. There's only two pencils. This one and the other one. And it was I got it on sale for I think $79. I think it was $79. All right, let me get this purple in here. I'm just using white and the purple that's already on here. I just want to kind of block in. I just want to block in some purple. Whoops, got a little, picked up a little skin color there. Well, not for a digi pencil. I mean, it's not like, you know. I think the new ones run full retail 129, Eileen, for the second generation. You know. All right, so now I'm gonna erase out, and then I got to go spray it, and then we're gonna put in. I want to put in feather lines, like, you know, I want to draw in the feather lines, which I'm really excited to do digitally. To tell you the truth, I'm excited to try it, like I did the fur. And I just keep rolling the eraser over and over to clean it. That's all you got to do. So yeah, it was on sale the other day for probably for Cyber Monday or whatever. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. There's a base. Now I'm going to go spray it. But before you spray it, like I said, that right there is my fingernail polish, so that's not something I can erase. That was from my nails not being dry. I'm going to do her eyes. I guess I could put a little bit. Let's do her eyes. Do you want to do her eyes purple? That would be kind of cool. Let's do her eyes purple. Where's my sponge here? I'm just going to, again, I will put all the detail with pencil, but I'll just block in a little bit of color. Oh, wait, I do need to erase something. Where's my eraser? I forgot. I got jewels in there. I want to erase those jewels. Okay, now I'm going to go get some coffee and spray this. So I put Gumby over here, but it's going to look like, should I just say it's an adult Gumby? Wait a minute. Hang on. Wait. I need a paintbrush here. Hang on. Wait. I need a bigger, let's see. I don't know where all my Post-it notes went. Oh, I'll just write it on here. Hang on. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. I'm going to go spray my paper. All right, let me go spray it. Oh, kitties, come here. Okay. Y'all like that? Oh my goodness. Catch my breath, take a sip of juice. All right. Let's see. Look at my fingers here. My eraser. Yeah, I just ran down the stairs. It's on the just out on the front in the front yard. I just went out in the front yard and I can smell it. I usually leave it out there, but it's kind of windy and cold. So I didn't stay out there that long. Okay, so let's leave the pan pastels for now. Because even I'm not going to probably finish it, guys, but I want to try a little bit of the digi comparison to kind of trying to do maybe the same kind of colors. All right, let's pick up some of this. I don't even think that's the right color there. No, this is the right color. This is how they get mixed up. I need to go through them and sort them out and put them all back in their right. Oh wait, I do want to leave them out because I want to take a thumbnail, so I'll leave them out. Okay, let's just move them out of the way. How about that? Let's just move them to the side so I'm not putting my hands in it. All right. Tools. Okay. Making some space, guys. Sorry, Gumby. All righty. Let's see. Pencils. I should just get out my case, but I think I have most of the pencils, as Denise would call them, my crap pencils in my silverware trays. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let me pick some colors. Violet, I need a lavender. That's too light a lavender. Oh, I'll need all of them, but okay, some lavender, violet. Let's see in the skin tones because her eyes are going to be those colors too. My skin tone tray, or my neutrals, I should say. Although when I get lazy, they all end up in here. I need some ochre and some terracotta. And no, that's yellow. Is that yellow ochre? No, that's sunshine. There's my ochre. Let's just have an ASMR moment. I'm going to keep it simple. We're just going to go with 6 colors in black and white. Where's the white? Where's my black? Maybe a dark brown. Maybe a Tuscan red for a little bit in the lips. Where's my black? Oh, here. All right, now I just got to sharpen. Let me make sure they're sharpened. Are we still here, guys? Hi, beautiful colors. All right, we're just playing a little bit here, testing out. I'm going to do a little comparison. Do we need anything sharpened right now? It looks pretty good. They're sharpened enough. All right, so let me get with my purple. Oh, no, that one does need sharpening. I'll just grab whatever pencil sharpener. Do you use a special paper or printer? No, this is a color book page. This is the actual page out of the color book. I cut it out. I cut the pages out of the color book. I try to always do that. I like using whatever the artist printed their page on. Let me turn that over. That's annoying me. Well, actually, I can move this now because I'm not doing the pastel. This is just the paper that it came on. All right, let's see. So I'm going to start. Oh, let's go ahead and zoom in a little now that I'm working detail. Okay. Post your comic book on Amazon. Let me see what it said. Hang on. Somebody else grabbed it. I'm thinking about trying to publish a comic book on Amazon. Anyone want to check out my channel? It's fairly new. Yeah, I'm sure everybody will check out. We always check out each other's work. I can't do it right now because I'm doing this. Okay, so I'm going to get some of the dark shadows right in the tops of the feathers here. I'm just going right over the pan pastels. Right over the pan pastel. That has been sealed, right? See, can you see how dark that got already? Darker, rather. Okay, let's get into her eyes here. Oh, I do need my slate gray for the shadows. Right, that paper's going to. Let's make sure. Yeah. So I put some shadow in the eyes. All right, now let's go to the next purple. You can add anything, you know, with the Posca, highlights, you know, and with the Digi, it's just so cool. I was so excited to try to do it, you know. All right, let's get my Posca. Let me clean it off. It's got a little something on there. And all the different artists color their eyes different. You know, if you look at Jasmine and the different girls color their eyes different. I like mine to have a little bit of watery kind of look, a little bit like extra highlight, kind of make them look a little watery. Not too. I don't. You know, you can do tears. You can throw down some tears if you want, but to use pan pastels. Well, I have a whole bunch of videos on it. Just look in my playlist under pan pastels. Okay, so these jewels, I'm going to go over them with white, and then I can go over them with another color. I just want them to stand out before I put like a gold or silver or whatever color I want to do the jewels in. So I'll just do them white and then go back over because this is just acrylic paint in a pen. Okay. Thank you, Picola. All right, let's see. I want to make sure that the black pen, the black in the pupils doesn't have any just some residue pan pastel on them because I want them nice and black. And you get pan pastel on them, it can dull it down. So like that. And the same thing for her eyebrows. I'm going to put a little bit of, let's check. Let me see here. A little bit more blue. A little more blue in her hair. Okay, let me put something here so my pins aren't rolling in front of us. They're usually rolling all over. Okay, I'm going to put a little more. Then we'll do a little test with Procreate. Is everybody up for that? Just a little bit of testing. I got to, the post office closes from 12 to 1 for lunch. It is a small post office. Yes, they close for lunch. So as long as I'm I'm down there by 1. You want me to, Christy? Yeah. I want to get all this in the mail. All right. Let's go back in here with my lavender a little, kind of blend some of this in. That's one of the nice things. Pan pastels and pencil play nice together. So you can play with them. I don't want to get too much in here because really what I want to do is feathers. I want to do feather strands in here, which I'll do with my pen. I don't know which one yet. I'll probably need this one and maybe a Fude. All right. Let's see. Let me test my, this one is beige. Sometimes I need nectar. So I'm just going to kind of feather in a little bit of her skin here. I got it in there pretty well with the pan pastels. I don't need to do too much. Just a few little areas. All right, let me get in here with my sienna. See, this is why you do the eyelashes last. You see, I'm going on top of where the eyelashes are, and you don't want to have to be going around the eyelashes. So who will be participating or who will be watching or who's excited about the New Year's Streamathon? Pacola, if you want to put a link in there for Jean's blog where she has the information about it. So what it is we start out New Year's Day or New Year's Eve morning, and we go around the world and streamers stream for. I think Jean got it up to 24 hours. 24 hours of streamers from around the world and roll in the new year as it goes along out around the world. All right, let me get my black. I want to put a little bit, just kind of fill in her brows, because y'all know I like hairy brows on the girls there. And I'll do a little more shading in her hair. As soon as I pretty much got her eyes shaded enough, I can probably do her eyelashes. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit on her hair. A couple of extra dark places. Janet, my biggest problem with New Year's Streamathon is what I'm going to drink this year. What did you drink last year, Janet? I don't remember. What did you drink last year? Yeah, we always have fun. I think, was this going to be the 5th year? Streamathon? Is this going to be the 5th year, guys? Does anybody know or remember? Janet won't remember because she was drinking. Hi, Ian. You had scotch? Okay. I didn't know if you were drinking, Bailey's or something. Jenna, see somebody, no, Red Bull. No Red Bull for you. Who's drinking Red Bull? Is that Colleen? Year 4? Oh, is that all? I thought we were like going into year 5. Oh, there was one year we didn't do it. I forget what happened. There was one year we skipped a year. Cats are out there clawing at my door. But I got my pan pastel sitting right there, and they'll be the first ones to step in it. And stay in camera. But they do not like being locked out of their mama's space. Oh, sitting on my foot. Ugh. I should stop doing that now that I'm walking. It's probably not a good idea to sit on your foot. Lose the circulation. Jen's going to drink Dancing with Witches. She is. Oh my gosh. Dancing with Witches. Okay, let's see here. A little more detail. And we'll play with the Procreate for a little bit. I'm not saying I'm going to finish it because, like I said, the one that I did of Laura's took me about 2.5 hours. So, because I'm a newbie. I'm a newbie, people, at Digi. Unlike Eileen. Okay, let's see. With the white, do I need to maybe? Okay, come on, go back over there, baby. A little more highlight in her hair. I think that's looking pretty good. So, Janet, we got Survivor tonight. I think Terry, I don't know if Terry's still here. And Xandra, I didn't see Xandra this morning here, but we live tweet during Survivor. It's family reunion tonight, Janet. Well, the family comes. It always cracks Hubster up when they've only been apart. The families have only been away from each other like 6 weeks at the most. And Hubster say, a little time in the army will do you some good, people. Yeah, good, Janet. Yeah, try to catch at the beginning so you can see the final from last week, Janet, since you fell asleep. No, you didn't fall asleep. Your phone died or something. But yeah, he thinks it's funny. Yeah, like it's been years. Yeah. He goes, a little time in the army would do you guys some good. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so I'm liking that. I'm going to add some Posca hair. But that's got to be at the end. You can't do that. That's the Posca. And see, I haven't done her headdress. I'm not going to worry about that, guys, because that can be like anything right now. I can do it in golds. You know, can use the gold. What do you call it? Let me get my here. This watercolor, the Colorio, the fine tack gold. This is the best. If you want to buy a watercolor gold, this is the best golds to buy. Fine tack. I might do that in fine tack. All right, so let's see. I got a little smudgy something on her nose there. Oh well. I'm going to watch I Hope Elf movie. I Hope Elf movie. You've never seen the Elf movie? Which Elf movie? Like the Chevy Chase? Oh, no, it's not Chevy Chase. What's his name? Not Chevy Chase. Who plays the elf? It's been a long time since I've seen it too, obviously. Oh, the fine tech golds are awesome, Devin. Even if you just get a couple, you can buy them individually. I would recommend, you know, just getting a couple of. I don't use these other ones that much. Come on, open it. What the? There we go. You know, I use these two, like the one that I think it's called Arabian Gold, and I had the names on the back at one time. I think you can buy them individually, and they're about I don't know, they're about $6 each. If you buy this whole thing, I forget. You know, I've had it for years. But as you can see, these two are the ones I use the most. One's a little bit more Emperor's Gold, and one's a little bit more, you know, Will Ferrell. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Bye, Barbara. Yeah. I think it's the same thing. It's Coliro made by Fine Tech. I mean, I think it's the same thing. I've seen them both, and they're exactly the same. I think it's just they're made in Germany. They're yeah. Yeah, look for them individually. Just buy one or two golds. Okay, I haven't shaded anything like around her nose yet, or done any real shading on the black lines yet. I like to get rid of some of the black lines on the color book page. And I haven't done her lips. Like I said, I won't be finishing this today, but I wanted to get enough done just to, you know. All right, let's see. I think I'll go ahead. Let's see. Let's get a couple pens. Let's play a little bit with because I want to get into her hair. Wait, let's do her eyelashes. Okay, so her eyelashes are like they almost look like those false lashes. They're so thin and perfect. I'm gonna add a little thicker ones in there, and I'll hold it up so you can see the two differences. And she does have a lot on the bottom on this one. Christin, I think is how she says her name. She does have heavy lashed girls in her girls. Okay, so there's with my lashes, there's with their, you know, not added. I just want to thicken them up a little. Got a little smudgy in the highlight there. I'll have to go over that. Hi, Namo. Yep, still on. It's just now 11. You know, I usually stream till about 12. Okay. Get my Tuscan red just for a little extra lip. Oh, my head's not sticking up under the camera. I'm leaning in. And I like a little highlight on the lip. See, these tiny details like this, you can't really get with the Pan Pastel tool. Okay, what else do I want to play with on her face? All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Let's do a couple things. I think I'll go ahead and do the hair now, just so you can kind of see. And then I'll work on the feather. So what I want to do is I want to get in here. I tap out, not literally tap out, but the edges. So wherever you put the highlight, just make sure that the edges are not like blunt. You want to kind of tap the edges. And then I want a few hairs. I want one going across her eye. And you can always let it dry. I should let it dry, but where's my blend? And then you can kind of make sure that the edges aren't too blunt. So I can still see a couple there. I'm excited. Sounds awesome. I can't wait. Oh, did I miss something? What are you excited about? What are you excited about, Rosanna? Oh my gosh. And again, I don't want to get down here too much in the feather because I'm going to be doing stuff down in here. Just a few little highlights. See what a difference that makes? But this is what you want to do at the very end, when you got everything in the background done, right? And so she has a few little hairs like just kind of flying out here and there. You can add some more little, again, I don't want to get too far into it because I want to do the feather. End up with white blobs. Well, practice on a piece of another, something else. And again, like I said, how I tapped out the edges like that makes a difference. Otherwise, it just looks like it has a blunt edge. You want them to kind of feather in. Okay. Oh, the streamathon. Yeah. Sorry, Roseanne. The chat flies by, and I don't know what the subject changes quickly. All right, so now let's go down here. Let me tilt the camera down just a little so I can not have to lean in so much. All right, so let me look up a picture of a fluffy feather. I mean, I do feathers all the time, but let's just refresh. Let's refresh my mind. Feather. Images. I want just the kind of, I don't really want a striped one. I want one that's just kind of fluffy, like kind of like this, just kind of a fluffy feather like that. That's kind of what I'm wanting there. Well, let's turn it over like that. Something like that. I'm looking now. I might just roll with that. Here's some color, different ones that are in colors. Those will work. I'm not going to go too much detail. I picked one that has a few colors. Oh, here. Just something like these, I just want the flow. I'm just looking for the flow. All right, let's do some flow. All right, let's start with the dark purple. Let's sharpen. Now, one thing about this, and I got to decide what I want to do. In Digi, I can remove that black line. When artists are drawing color book pages or any kind of line art, unless they drew every feather, which they don't want to do because they want you to color it. But sometimes the edges of things can be a little just like eyes, like Jasmine, she puts all those lines in her eyes, and it's hard to really make them look realistic unless you white it out. All right, so I'm just going to I'll try to stay within the line here. When I do the Digi one, I'm going to make this real fluffy on the edges. But I'm trying to kind of stay in the lines here. At least for now. I think I might put some white Posca lines over it. Just getting the shape in here now. And some of them cross over each other. Let me just block them in. Block them in. But just like I did the cat fur in Digi, you can do the feathers like that too. Try to make some thinner and some thicker. Okay, sharpening again. Wait for it, Nana. Wait for it. Oops. That one went a little, well, it's okay, because I'm going to put some out going that way anyway. So when you do the digital, I'll be able to highlight all this real easily. Can you tell I'm a little excited about it? I'll just do a little bit because, like I said, the one I did on Laura's, I worked on that for about 2.5 hours last night. And we don't have that much time today to do that, but I wanted to just do a little test. All right, now a little bit darker. Let me sharpen. You know what? I think I'll see. Let's see about using a pen. I want fine lines. That one's a little thick. But I want some like fine feathery lines, and then I'm going to put the white on top of it. I should be able to have super chats. I don't know why if it's not, because that one day that it didn't work is because I had set the wrong settings. But I've changed it, so I should be able to get super chats. But you know, if you have PayPal, you can PayPal. I appreciate it, and just let me know your address in the PayPal so I can send you out a thank you. I got some thank yous I got to get out this month. I don't like to get behind on them. So I'm kind of trying to go with that line that's on there. That I won't. I'll get rid of that line in digital. The hard edge right here. I might be able to just white it out with Posca. Hope I'm staying in frame. Thank you, Picola. Try to make it as fluffy kind of as I can. Okay, now in with the Posca. Down a bit. Okay. Thank you, Ian. Ian, you're younger than me, but how I was doing some research on some of the old British bands. Have you what's some of the or do you even like going, or did you ever like going to concerts? Oh, thanks, Christine. And see some of this, like this is her hair here. That's going to come cut right across too. Did you Becky? I just wondered, did you ever see any of the famous bands, or I don't know that you do or don't go to concerts anymore or whatever, but have you seen some of the famous British bands? Like I said, I was doing some research on them I think it was Thanksgiving night actually. I was thinking back all the concerts I'd been to, and like I had a big crush on Steve Marriott. Uh, well, he was with Humble Pie when I knew him. Well, I say knew him. I didn't know him. When I liked his music and went to his concerts back when Peter Frampton was with him back in those days. I want to just lighten up some of those edges, as some of them are too dark. Thank you, little sister, for the super chat. You're sweet. Were you just testing to make sure it worked? It worked. Oh, I'm writing that down, little sister, so I can send you a thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Cheryl. Was a bit too young for the big bands. Okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how old you are, Ian. And I don't ask people their age, except like Janet or Eileen. But anyway, I just wondered because, like I said, I was going reminiscing to some of the bands. I said, you know what I ought to do is I ought to print out a list of all the bands that I saw, and because I don't think I've ever made a list of them. It's been a lot. It's probably be hard to remember them all too. Radiohead, okay. But I mean, back when I was a kid, well, teenager, young teenager, there was a concert every week. I mean, multiple concerts every week. Yep, seen Led Zeppelin. Multiple concerts every week. Who else here? Fess up. Who else went to a lot of concerts when they were younger? Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Okay, I'm seeing in there, right there, when I look in the camera, that little point right there's a. When you look in the camera, you can see the flaws pretty quickly. Nana, I've never been to a concert. Really, Nana Mo? Eileen said at my age, the big bands were Frank Sinatra. I'm going to tell on you, Eileen. Eileen, there is a video out on YouTube where you can see Eileen at American Bandstand when she was a teenager. Eileen was at American Bandstand. She lived up there in Joyzy area, and she used to babysit. Now I always say she babysat for Dick Clark. She babysat Dick Clark's son. She didn't babysit Dick Clark. So Eileen's going, shh, shh. Oh my gosh. And you can, I could spend a lot of time doing this, guys, but I really want to at least touch on the digi here for, a couple of minutes. But yes, there is. I don't know if Eileen wants to post a link of it. Philly. Okay, Philly. Yeah, Philly area. Thank you. Oh, so he's naming off. Yeah, he's younger than me. I had a crush on Donny Osmond, David Cassidy. Oh my gosh. See, I'm just gonna. I did. That would have been. I did not like those kind of. I wasn't. I was into more. Humble Pie, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath. I think my little sister, probably liked them. Nana Mo. Amy Rose said the only concert I've ever been to was an Irish band called Westlife. I don't know that. I don't think I know that one. And Bowie, yeah. So y'all are 80s. Y'all are 80s, aren't you? I'm 70s people. I'm not 70 years old. I'm from the 70s. Oh my god. I just wonder because, like I said, I was researching some of the British bands, and so I'm gonna have to ask everybody what they liked. Well, see, Joan, you would know some of these then. I don't know that you listened to them, but I just was curious. So every now and then I'll just get in a mood and go on YouTube and look up some old bands. Okay. Hubster likes to look at music on YouTube as well. What was it the other day? I said something. And I said, why don't you just look that up on YouTube? He went, well, that would be on YouTube. I said, well, honey, if you looked at anything besides music on YouTube, you would know. he's not an online person. You know, he goes on Facebook with our family, and that's it. He's not on Twitter. He's not on Instagram. He's not on YouTube. Doesn't even have a. I don't think he has a YouTube account. It's just not an online person. Um, and I've been online since, you know, I've been in chats and stuff for like 25 years. Y'all naming British, Irish bands now. Eileen says she was into the 60s music. I like some 60s music. I like a lot of 60s music. Hubster likes a lot of 60s music. He's older than me. He likes the 60s music. Yeah, U2. Let's see. All right, so you see how I'm kind of trying to maybe get a little bit of that black line broken up? The black lines that are outlining just by going over just a little bit on the edge. You can kind of get rid of those black lines a little bit. Of course, in Digi, you could just erase the whole black line. But, you know, the Grateful Dead. See, I never did get to see the Grateful Dead, Christine. I don't know why. I'm sure they came to our town, but I didn't, or our city rather. But I saw, you know, all the Rod Stewart. I went to Rod Stewart. I think I was pregnant with Denise when I went to see Rod Stewart. But you know, like I said, Led Zeppelin and all the. I'd have to write them all down. I don't remember them all. I have to go back. Did I see that? I have to ask my sister. My sister would remember. Oh yeah, we went and saw them. We did. And there were so many outdoor concerts back then. You know, a lot of outdoor concerts. Every weekend, especially in the summer. In the summer, there'd be at least one, if not two concerts every single weekend. That's right. You did have lunch with Rod Stewart. Weren't you selling real estate or something? I forgot the story on that one. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I think let me back up so we can take a look at this so far. I'm getting just kind of in the chill zone. I can't get too chill while we're streaming. You know, I can't get too chill. So yeah, that's okay. Thank you, Nanamo. And then you can go back with like the darker purples up there. And you can get in there and just do a little bit of edge. You know, you can knock the edge off of some of those because this will go over the Posca. And you can knock back some of the points like that and just kind of get in there and just go right over some of it. And it'll just feather it out. It'll feather it out. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Creedence Clearwater. Yeah. I think they were at a outdoor concert. I think actually it was their last. It was like their last concert. I think they broke up in like 69 or 70. Yeah, they broke up pretty early on in my concert going time. They did, but I still like to listen to CCR. Yeah. I'll make a list. I'll have to make a list, and y'all make a list too if you want to. I mean, make a list of all the concerts you went to. I would just be curious. You know, it's one of those things, you know, those memories, you have them and you don't talk about them or you don't write them down or you don't share them and they're gone. All right, let's go with a little bit of the lavender now. And see the Posca, the thing about the Posca, you're going over it, but you can still see it. Even if you go over it with a color, you'll still see it brighter than but not necessarily white. thing. Oh, let's see. What band did Nana Mo say? I don't know. ABBA. Oh, and Anne says she saw Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young at the Albert Royal Hall in 1969. Bon Jovi. See, those are more. That's still a little past my teen prime. Sly, yeah. All right, guys. So there we go. That's what I'm going to do on her this way. I'm going to now go into the Digi, and we'll play for about 30 minutes. Whatever I can get done in about 30 minutes. Eileen says Frankie Avalon and Fabian. Oh, well, remember we did your collage page, Eileen? That's what we did on your collage. Okay. I'll take a picture of this and post it too. It's not finished, but I'll do a whip work in progress. All right, let me get. Let's play for about 30 minutes. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Okay, no, Siri, I don't want you. No offense, Siri, but I don't want you. All right, so here we go. I've got it on the Procreate. And I do want to try to do some of the same colors. Let's see how I can do this now. I got it dulled. I got the light turned down. Let's zoom in. I want y'all to be able to see the controllers, but, I got to have it portrait size too. All right, so let's play. Is that bright enough, guys? You think I can brighten it up? Does it look bright enough to you guys? You never stop being a rocker. Ian. Thanks, guys. I'm glad y'all liked it. Is that bright enough? Do I need to? Bye, Eileen. Oh, Devin's leaving. Bye, Devin. I'm going to just guess that it's bright enough for you because I can brighten the screen, but then I don't want it to get too flashed out, right? All right, so I'm going to put my picture right here and kind of go by the same colors. And I know we didn't completely finish it, but I'm going to use my pencil. Hi, Kim. It's fine. Okay, thanks, Ian. All right, let's move my phone. Let's move all this stuff out of the way. All right, so I want to start. Let's go ahead and let's put some black in her eyes. So I'm going to go to the brushes. I'm going to go to inking. I'm going to go to let's just go to a technical pen. Just because I want to get in the eyes, right? And I want black. And let's just ink in. I'm going to do the same thing as I did on the other one, right? All right, who has the? I'm wondering about getting that. They say there's a screen you get that makes the pencil feel more like paper. So I've got to get my hand just right on this curve. Who has the screen? Christine, do you know about those? So let's go back one there. Oops. It's so sensitive. It's more sensitive than my Sharpie pen. You're still not using them yet. Okay. Saw the Eagles, Rilla Ronstadt, Tempe, Arizona when you were 16. No, I'm not kicking you out, Eileen. I just thought I saw you say bye. You were saying bye to Devin. I'm not liking that little curve there. I'm going to get rid of that. So, all right, let's see if I can do this the same. I could probably make it just a little thicker, but I want to get that sharp edge on the pupil. I'll tell you, you can get so in the zone in this. Saw Kiss. I think I saw Kiss. I think I went to see Kiss with my sister. She wanted to see them. Yes, I did. Uh, Donna, I did. Hermits. Oh. See, I'm so zoomed in. You got to really, I mean, the detail you got to pay attention to. Like this one's a little bigger than this one, so I got to make this one a little bigger, the other one a little smaller. Because I'm so zoomed in, you know. All right, now let me go to white. It's pink. I gotta figure out how to get to pure white. I don't know why I always have a hard time getting to pure white. Why am I having a hard time finding pure white? Paul Revere and the Raiders. Oh, you're welcome, Amy Rose. I'm glad you had fun. Okay, this is not going to be pure white. Let's see if I can. I might just have to erase it. That's what I had to do yesterday. If I want a pure white, I use the eraser tool. Okay, I need to go back to black. I kind of really want to work on those feathers. So what bands did you miss that you would have liked to see? Oh gosh, Ian. Probably like I never saw Joe Cocker. Didn't see the Stones. Um, but pretty much everybody else I did see. I'm telling you, they were on every week. Every week you had a concert. Okay, let's see. I want to do purple eyes. Let's just go ahead and see about doing her eyes here. Let's go into this purple here. Let's try maybe just a little lighter. And now I need to bring the brush up. I want the brush to be, now I want to get out of inking and I want to go back into painting. No, I want to go into marker. Let's see, where's the marker? The marker is under inking. Yeah, it's under inking. I want the marker. And I want to bring down the opacity or up the opacity. Maybe it's down. Okay, I think that purple will be fine if I just make it a little smaller there. Okay, there we go. Let's just color it all in to start with. So I can erase out things. I think I saw Bob Seger. And what was his band called now? I don't remember. Bob Seger. And I saw what's that other guy? Little Pink Houses. Saw him. I just have to make a list. I mean, there's so many guys. I'm telling you, there's so many. Okay, I'll airbrush that down a little just to smooth it out. I want it darker. I want it a little darker, especially up in here. All right, let's go to the airbrush. Let's make it small. so I can, not that small, so I can smooth this out. And because I want to put the little lines in the eyes myself. Right now I'm just trying to get the color nice and flatted. Pink Floyd. It was one of my favorites at one time, but I don't remember. Yeah, I didn't see Jimi Hendrix either. He died too early, didn't he? Janis Joplin too. I've seen Leonard Skinner. Of course, Peter Frampton. I've seen Peter Frampton by himself and with Humble Pie. John Cougar. Yeah, John Cougar Mellencamp. Yeah. All right, let's see. All right, now I want to go back to the brush, to the marker. I'm using the marker tool. Because kind of imagining a Copic, you know. You see how it's working though, guys? Let's bring the purple down a little more. And now let's go back to the airbrush and make sure it's not too big. And just kind of feather that right there. And then I want my shadow. Let's go to, I want a light, like a slate gray, light blue. And I want it high opaque, very translucent and a little bigger. So I can put a little highlight. Is that big enough? There it goes. I want my shadow. My blue shadow in the eye. Can y'all see that blue shadow? I'm just kind of just doing it just like I would regular, you know. I gotta go back to white. Marker. And I know there's a lot of pinch, like you can drag twice and pinch twice, and there's a lot of things you can do. Let me just use the eraser there. I just, oh, no. I had it on too thick. Oh, wait, let me go back to, there we go. It's fun to watch. Well, good, because it's fun to do. All right, let's see. Let's erase out another little highlight. And then let's make that eraser just a little bigger and see if I can just kind of erase this line right there. It's like a little wet spot on her eye. No, that's too much. I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. Let's do them both. All right, so I just get a little of that black line off of her eye. Now I'll go back with the purple. I should make my own little palette down here as I'm going, but haven't got that far yet. Okay, let's see. So I can keep the same exact colors going. I need it lighter. That's pretty good. Oh, I gotta go. Yeah, I'm in the marker. All right, now just get that on there. And then go back to the airbrush. And just now I want to put a couple of lines, like the pupil lines in there. Okay, I'm not liking, let me go back to the eraser. That line right there, it needs to have a little bit more. Oops. Oh, well, you know what? I forgot about the luminance thing or whatever it's called, the brush. Let's go back up. Let's go to the brushes, luminance. Let's do the flare. Let's do like a light purple, and then let's see, I want it small. Oh, wrong spot. Take it off. Wrong spot, needs to be up a little higher. Oh, wrong spot. You got to really touch it right where you want it. There we go. There we go. Look, a flare in her eye. Ah! I like that. Right now, if I make the flare real tiny, so we can do that one. Oops, wrong place. Got to touch it right where you want it. There we go. Look at the glare. I got a glare on the flare. Look, guys, is that cool or what? Now let's see if I can do it right here. Right on that edge. I want it right there. That might be too much. Too much flare. Let me go back to the purple here. All right, let's go back to the marker. Inking marker. Back in my purple. It is cool, isn't it? So I can get right up in there. I'm kind of trying to keep it like about that big so you can see, so you can see and I can see too. All right, let's do some dark purple. Thin brush lines. Let's see if I can do some little. Let's see, I'll turn. Oops, I can't. Let me take those two off. I'm just trying to do a little bit on the side. If you use the side of the brush, even if you don't use the very tip, you tilt it just a little, you're going to get a thicker line, just like you would a pencil. Okay, so now I got the lines in there. You tilt it just a little, and it's gonna do the same, just like your pencil. Now I want those lines in it, but I put them kind of thick like that, so now I can go in with the airbrush and soften it out so that they're. You can see the lines, but just a little less stark, kind of like when I tap off the Posca. Still a little too much. Let me make the brush size just a little bigger. Maybe just a swipe or two across there. Just so, I don't want those lines to be too harsh, too much. There we go. Just slightly. What do y'all think? It looks tricky. It's not really. You just got to do a little practicing. Now I want to go back to the dark purple. Back to the. Am I in my marker? Yeah. And I want to just make the. See, here's the thing. It's not too much. There's really not. Once you just learn a few things. Over here's the size of the brush. Look, or whatever you're using. Okay. Right now I have it on airbrush. So that's the size over here. So just make it small or big or whatever. And then right here is your opacity, your translucency. Okay. Here's a little undo button. You can undo it. And then up here, you just have your list of brushes, your brush library, and you pick one. And then once you pick one, like I'm in inking right now, and all this is a selection in inking. Like here's the luminance. Look, I was on flare, but I could pick all these other ones. And then the airbrush, which just makes your tool into an airbrush of whatever color you have selected up here. Here's my colors. And you can do a classic, the square. You can save your own palettes if you want to save color palettes. But I like the disc. I like being able to rotate around and find my color and then click on the color. And you can do layers, like I could do the background and the foreground. So you got two squares up here, a background and a foreground. Okay. Um, then you can, there's other, let's see, you can tell your values. Here's palettes that are already selected for you, but you can make your own palettes to keep the colors. If you're doing something, you don't want to lose that exact color, then you can save that palette. There's other trickier stuff too. This is just the basic stuff. This is just the basic. Okay, so let's see. I'm not getting much done with the, I'm just been working in the eyes. I'm just having so much fun with the eyes. Okay, let's get a little flesh color in here. Let's see. In the around the eyes. That may be too dark. We'll see. And you can change the opacity. Oh, that's the air. Okay, got one. So you can put a little, like in the corners of the eyes. I mean, I'm not even doing her skin right now. But you could put a little bit of a peachy color, under the eyes here. And I'm doing it with high translucency, if you will. So it's very transparent. With the opacity is turned way up, so I'm not losing a lot of the. I mean, if I keep scratching on top of these eyelashes, they'll go away. But I can just put them back in if I do. Okay, so there's just a little bit of a slight tint of pink around the eyes. And you could do that in the eye itself too if you want. Oh, we gotta get smaller. So yeah. It's really not adult coloring for UFOs. It's really not. You'd be surprised. You just have to have a picture to play with. Have a picture to play with. And because you can get so in there. All right, so I wanted to do something with the feather. So let's do one feather here. I'm going to get in here with my purple. A little bit about there. A little darker. And then I'm going to go over here I got my marker still selected. I'll make it big enough to fill in quickly. Because I have the opacity, and I'm not going to go around all those little jewels right now. I just want a nice solid feather here. And when you pick up and lay back down, you're putting another, it's like, imagine watercolor. You lay a watercolor down, and you keep picking it up and going back down. See how it's getting darker and darker? And the brush, I made the brush a little big, so now it's kind of going out of lines. Just like you would a regular brush, So I just want a base coat in here. So let's just get a nice base coat of this color. Let me do all of the feathers, though, this color, because I'm not saving the palette, and I want this exact color on all of them. So let's just go ahead and I'll have to move that brush size down just a little because I'm going way out of line. You see, it's like watercolor with the opacity like this. Translucent, okay? And then to smooth it out, you just take your airbrush. So just let me get it all on here real quick. And if it's not smooth enough, then I'll just take the airbrush and smooth it out. See, I picked it up. Look, I'm picking up and laying down. You smelling what what I'm stepping in? Yeah. Yeah, I know I can do layers and just back it off the layers too. I know. I just haven't, I just play with it straight on and just get it done. But yeah, I know where I was God, there's lots more for me to learn, guys. I'm telling you, I'm newbie at this. I really am. It's just Procreate. I mean, I can't, I don't know about Photoshop and all the others. I mean, I have Photoshop elements that I use for photo editing, but not for arting. But and I know there's a way to just make it flat all at once. I think there's something you can do just to touch it and it'll all go flat, I think. And I know you can do a thing where you touch the color and it matches the color. Oh, wait, there's one more in here. All right, so now I'm just going to take the airbrush, like over here. Well, here, let me make this a little darker first. Let's make it a little darker here. Right at the base. And then I'll show you. I'll take the airbrush. That's too big. I'll make that smaller so I can stay in line. I made it too. I got it in the, somehow I clicked off of it. Hang on. So I'm going to get it a little darker right up in the, close to her face. I'm going to do some shadowing, but I want these to be feathers, so. I'm just going right over her jewels and right over the edge of her hair. All right, so now let's go into airbrush and make it kind of big. And I'll just go like this with the airbrush and it'll smooth it all out. A little bigger, a little quicker. Doesn't have to be perfectly smoothed out because I'm going to put the hair on top of, or the feather fronds, if you will. Got to kind of hold it up because it's pressure sensitive. It's pressure sensitive, and if you set it on its side, it'll like go flat, just like a regular pencil would. Okay, so that's good enough for what I'm gonna try to put the fronds in. That's kind of what I'm heading toward. Is the frond the not the fronds, but the little hairs. Okay, so let's see. Let's go. Let's just go ahead and try white here, real light purple. Okay, so let's see. And I want, how big is that going to be? Oh, I got to go back to the brush, the marker, rather. Okay. That's going to be too big. Why isn't it working? What am I doing here? What am I doing wrong? I'm doing something wrong. Oh, the opacity, maybe? No? No, I'm going to just go with the eraser because I want white. Okay, so here, let's see if I can do this. No, I need purple. Hang on. I'm talking to myself, guys. Oh, that's too thick. Don't want the, no, now I want the eraser. Can I erase like that? Okay, so here we go. So that's still a little thick. All right, so I want to erase these edges. What am I doing wrong? Why did it, there it goes. So I want to do like the individual little frond. I don't know what it's called. Feather bits. Just kind of whiting them out right now. I'm just kind of finding them. Just kind of finding them a little. Kind of some lighter and some darker. Just kind of like I did with the other one, but I was using a Posca paint pen. I still think that needs a little thinner. Let's see, there we go. It's a little thinner. And then I'll put a shadow right down the middle here and like under the little fronds. I keep saying fronds because I don't know what these little individual little feathers, if they would be called feathers. Let's go ahead and get my, I want to make sure I'm getting my feather shape in here. Some will cross over each other. So I'm just kind of trying to draw them in. Hi, Jean. I'm trying to do a color book page on the iPad. I'll have to show you the other one I did. I did one of Laura's. Turned out really good. I worked on it for a little over 2 hours last night. It's addictive, Jean. That's a little too, it's okay. I'm just going right over the jewelry and everything right now. I just want to try to get like one feather in here. All right, let's see. I'm just going to go right over that. All right, so now what I want to do, see again, the pencil is very pressure sensitive. You lay it on its side and you're going to get a thicker line, just like you would a pencil. All right. Oh, I like it, Jean. Well, here, let's see. Look at the cat fur I did with the pencil, Jean. Bye, Becky. Yeah, I did that last night. This is one of Laura's color book pages. Okay, so let's go back here. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to get in here with the dark purple. And I want to get in there and do a little, I need it thinner. You got to really, I mean, it's so detailed. Too thin, just a little bit up. Too thin, there we go. And then I'm going to soften it with the airbrush in certain spots. What do you think? Like some of the edge. See, I tilted it just a little and it made it thicker. I just want to try to get right in here. Hang on. I'm going to get this one feather done or close to it. All right, let's go over here. And see, I can flip over a few. I should probably wait and do that at the end. You know, have some flipping over out into like some loose fronds. Or well, I keep saying fronds. I don't know. There's a name. I don't know if it's just considered a feather. Each individual little piece. All right. I'm kind of trying to hurry because I want to get to the airbrush part before we go. And then I got to go to the post office. I got to get in my mile walk. All right, so now let's go to the airbrush, and I probably am rushing this a little bit. We'll see how it happens. All right. Oh, too big. Let's undo. Let's go down. Okay, let's see here. Is that too small? And then I go back after I softened it. I went back and added it like I'm kind of just thinking about how I did the fur. Then I go back and put some detail back in. I kind of erase it out. All right, let's just kind of soften this. Again, I'm going right over her jewelry like it's not even there. I've just got to learn how to like save my palettes and, do all the layers and stuff like that to save different layers as I go, which should just be add a layer. Kind of seems self-explanatory. So I'm just going in there and softening everywhere. Can y'all tell it's softening yet? I don't know if you can tell it's softening. But you really have to get like on every little strand because it'll, it really is, you got to do it. It's not going to do it for you, All right, now what I want to do is go in here and now go back with the eraser and let's see if I can, is that going to be wide enough? To maybe a little smaller. Let's see. And I kind of want to flick over. Let me turn it just a, well, what am I talking about? Let me turn it. Let me turn it. And I want to flick over some individual little individual hairs flicking over. Oh, I keep saying hair. What do y'all think? Am I going too far with it? Well, anyway, guys, that's probably about all the time we have today. So when you back off, when you get back away from it a little bit, you want to work on it close up so you can get all the details. But look, when you back off, it's much more smooth, soft. So that's pretty good for a first feather try. I don't know if Jean's still here. Jean, I'll show you what I did with Laura's. This one was Laura's page right here. And this one's, it hasn't been cropped here. I cropped it in my photos, but there you can kind of see. So here's this one. Yeah, well, I'm learning it too, guys. I'm telling you, that's why you're seeing me learn it from the start. Yes, you can draw on it. Yeah, you just make your own canvas and you just draw. I drew, I don't see, where did I draw something here? I thought I had, maybe I didn't save it. And oh, and I worked on my, look, I worked on molding up my Frankenstein a little better. But yeah, like here, let me just go with, let me just go with the pencil. Let me just go with, because listen to the different things you can do: sketching, inking, calligraphy, painting, and then they have all the different brushes. Are airbrushing, textures, abstract. But look, let's just go with inking, and then look. You can pick fine tip, technical pen, gel pen, ink bleed, studio pen, dry ink, and I've been using the marker. Um, Painting, you have all these different brushes, sketching, HB pencil, 6B pencil, which, that's kind of a darker pencil. And then you can do, Hubster's home for lunch. You can, see, it looks like kind of like a thicker pencil. I mean, like a B pencil. And it's pressure sensitive. So look, I'm going to push real hard and lighter. So it's like you can do just like a pencil would, lighter, darker by the pressure. And that's like a 6B. But if you want to do like an HB, like just a regular pencil, and you can make the as thick or as thin as you want. Like let's make it smaller, or so you can get real tiny in there. And of course you can change the colors too. After I saw you Monday stream, I had to download Procreate. Yeah, see, Miss Allie? The brush options are amazing. I know, right? Let's pick one just to show you. Okay. So, well, let's, I could just back, and I know there's a way to clear it quicker too. Hey, honey, I'm almost done. I'm still streaming. Let's go to what I was using. What was under elements? Yeah, the ocean. Like here's the water one. This is what I was using. Let's just make it purple or blue. Let's make it blue. Okay, now let's make it bigger. Am I on the right thing? Do I have it on the set in the right thing? Oh, I have the opacity wrong. Let's see here. No, I'm doing something wrong. I've got to be in painting, I think. Round brush. Okay, the round brush, and then water. Okay. Why isn't it working? What am I doing wrong? Is it because I got it too light? No. The opacity? I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong on that. Maybe it's just so light. Do I need to do it on? Wait, let's test it on him. No, there it goes. I have it too light or something. Here, look, I'm going to put that. Look, it's making it very tiny. Why is it not working? Well, it's working with my finger. So I'm doing it's like water, but it's like, looks like lightning. Do I have it too big? Maybe that's what it is. So yeah, that's a learning curve for me too, guys. It's a learning curve for me too. It's working with my finger to make it look like electricity in his head. Look. Can you see it? Okay, Kim. I don't know. Maybe I'm just got the wrong opacity for that brush. I'm thinking. I don't know. It's just working with my finger. Maybe it's kind of working, but it's little. Yeah. And I could probably just use a stylus too. It looks like, I mean, it's called water, but it looks like lightning. Don't know, guys. I'm learning too, but it's Look at his forehead. Can y'all see that crackly look? Isn't that cool looking? Isn't that awesome? I know, right? Let me try the stylus. Let's see here. It's probably because I'm doing something wrong with the pen on this particular brush. I'm just guessing. And the more you go over it, the more crackly it gives you. I'm learning, guys. We'll figure it all out eventually. Especially on his neck here. He needs electricity and he needs a flare. Luminance, flare. Okay. Oh, we're going to make a nice big flare, right? Okay, so he just got hit with some electricity. Bam! All right, let's do this side. Wait, this is on black, so this one ought to be good. Oh, and then if we want to drag it out a little, let's take the airbrush. Let me go back to the pencil now. Let's see if I can do this. Well, let's go to the eraser here. Yeah. A flare looks good on him, yeah. I'm just kind of smooth that because a flare wants to go straight across, and I'm kind of wanting a little bit more oomph. Couldn't resist. Couldn't resist. Need to change the color before using technique. Okay. So I got to change the color in between or. Thanks, Jay. Oh, I learned it. It's, I'm just, this is only, I've only had it since Thanksgiving. Oh, wait. Let's do one more thing. Let's go back into the brushes. The brushes and the flare. And okay, now how big do I want that flare? Look what I want to do. Let's see if this will work. On each one of his little hairs, let's put a flare on every hair. Let's light them up, people. We're going to light them up. Look. Okay, put color and then use the water to. Oh, okay. All right, so let's pick a color. All right, let's pick I'll just pick a blue. Okay, and then go back to the water. Okay, so now let's go. I picked a color. Now I want elements and water, right? So now can't tell. Let me test it with the stylus. Let's see if it's no. Now do I have to pick the color again? What am I doing wrong on that brush? It's not working. I don't know why it won't. Yeah. So let me look at the steps again. You need to have color before you use a technique. Okay, so I picked the color. I got blue. Now pick the water. No, not working. I don't know what I'm doing. Paint the color on, then use the effect. So I have to have color first. Okay. Oh, as a base. Okay. All right. Let's move this. Let's just make a little spot over here because it did work on his face, right? All right. So let's paint the color on. So I got to go over here to some painting and a round brush, and that's good. All right. Let's put some. Let's make it thicker. All right. So let's put some color down. Okay. Now the brush. I couldn't use color on white. Is that what it is? Elements, water. All right, let's see how big it is. Still not working. What am I doing wrong? Let's try it with the. Okay, it's working. I'm really having. Oh, it might be the opacity. Let's see. No, let's turn that down. No, got to turn it up or down. Let's see. Which way? It's working with the stylus, but it's not showing up very. Oh, now I got to go to white though. That's what it is, right? Now I got to go to white. Okay, that's probably why it's not showing up. Because I'm not doing it with white. Okay, it's showing with the stylus, so okay, it's showing, it's just tiny. It's very, very tiny. Let's see if I change the it's showing, but it's not, it's so tiny. It's so tiny with the brush tip. Whereas with the stylus, look, I can plop down a big giant smack. Let's just soften the color. Okay. All right. Well, let me just erase this all off. Let's make it bigger. Okay. Let's try a different one other than the water. Okay, let's go to the brush, painting, and let's put down a piece of color here. Bokeh. Draw, don't dot. Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and put some color down then. Serious color here. All right. Let's try a different brush. Maybe the water is frustrating me. All right. Let's try this one here. This Victorian thing. Oh, I got to go to another color so it'll show up. Let's make it bigger. I can see it there. It just barely. Oh, there it goes. Now, okay, thanks, Ian. Ian goes, just use it as a brush. There we go. I'm learning, I'm telling you. Thank you, Jean. There we go. Look, this is that Victorian thing. Look how cool. And you can layer it real quietly. Look at that, guys. It's like a wallpaper. Well, this probably is called a wallpaper, actually. What do you think? Y'all are sighing at me? All right, guys. All right, let's go back to the picture that we worked on a little bit. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. So there's our girl. I like her eyes. We did do her eyes fairly well. And a little bit on the feather. And then here she is in regular pencil. Of course, it's going to be darker because of the. Let's put it there in front. So I'll play with it some more. Thanks, guys, for hanging out and giving me advice as we go. Yeah, it would be a nice background. We'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that on her. Do that background. Do it all dark purple with that Victorian. Wait a minute. I got to go. All right, let's see here. Hang on. Go to a darker. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Hang on, we're getting it. Look, guys, what do y'all think? Is that cool? And every time you pick up and lay down, you're putting another like another layer of it down. So you can do a softer layer on top of another layer. Let's make it bigger. Go all the way to the edge. I didn't crop this picture before I imported it, so you can still see my border there, but yeah. Oh, that one's a little too dark. Did I just do that one? No, I don't know when I did that one. Okay. So I can get it darker and more. Look, guys, it's like magic. You believe in magic. There we go. Instant stencil. Exactly, Christine. Okay, it's much more purple. It's just the lights. See, look. Well, let's see. Well, there we go. See, look at that. Ugh, come back. What am I doing? It's wanting to pick up my finger. You touch it with your finger and you see, look. Oh, let's put some darker ones in. Pressure sensitivity, guys. See, look. Pressure sensitivity. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to go. I should have left 20 minutes ago. Upstairs home for lunch. I got to go to the post office in 20 minutes. I haven't got in my walk yet. You want all the toys? Well, we'll be playing with it more. I'm learning it with you guys. Just like y'all just told me, oh, you got it. Ian gave me a tip. Jean, y'all give me tips because I'm learning this on my own and I've only watched like one video, like pretty much how to just turn on the tools. And that was years ago. Unselect brush before you touch. Oh, okay. Okay, see, y'all know the tools. Have the kittens walk over and see what happens. Eileen, oh my gosh. All right, guys, I gotta go. Thanks so much. I hope y'all enjoyed the little mini tutorial, and I'll post these two pictures just to have something to whip, work in progress. All right, guys, y'all have a great day. Bye.